All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful, is it a Wednesday? It is a Wednesday. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua, Jesus, the Messiah. I pray everybody is super blessed. Guys, we got some stuff going on. Right? JP coming out the gate right now. And he is, in fact, well, he's a little undecided, right? What do we have here? Powell, 11:57 a.m. Doesn't look likely that low long-term rates will continue. But also, he says the US dollar is the only serious candidate for the world's reserve currency. Also, no decision made on pace of rate hikes. Very interesting. Very interesting. Shout out to my man, JP, Jerome Powell. And here's the thing, guys. The Bitcoin price, as we know, is, well, it's not looking so great, I have to say. Although I have been looking for longs, things are not looking as great as they could be, right? Yes, we have some juicy 4-hour divergences that are actually confirmed right here on the 4-hour time frame. We've got 1 hour bullish divergences as well confirmed. However, we haven't had much price follow through. So here's what I'm kind of looking at, right? Here's what I'm kind of looking at. First of all, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure to like the stream. If we can get 1,000 likes, we will do a giveaway. Shout out to Jake4 who says 1 hour blood diamond showing up. Shout out to Cozy Babe who says good morning. Good morning. Shout out to Crypto Main. Yo, what is going on, Crypto Main? Whoa. What is going on with your boy? I don't know. I better lock this. I better lock this scene on my streaming software here. Shout out to Jesse Ray. Shout out to Sue Deep. What is going on? 6-hour green dot printed. Shout out to Oh Hazo. Yeah, I could shout you out as well. Shout out to Eduardo in the chat. Shout out to Jay Schlongen. Shout out to Trader071. Shout out to Ben. Shout out to William Hole. Shout out to Legend24. What is going on, y'all? What is going on? Well, here is the deal with Bitcoin right now, right? Let's discuss Bitcoin right now. The Bitcoin price, as we are kind of watching this this consolidation, is coming down to a very, very juicy zone of support. All right, a very juicy zone of support, which is going to be basically right where we're at right now. And the reason why is because as long as we don't lose this, we are technically still making a higher low on a higher term time frame. However, if we lose this green box, we will be looking for much, much more bearish prices. So what has happened right now is over the night, we did in fact take out the low of this box that we were looking at for a very long time. We took the low right here with some bullish divergences nonetheless on the 1 hour time frame, right? What did we see as we put in that low right here? We saw the nice uneven butt cheek pattern, right? With that left cheek nice and juicy, nice and round. You just want to pop it with a needle. And then that right cheek nice and skinny, just like our friend Dolores who works at the diner. Very skinny, veins popping out the neck, Brooklyn accent, cigarette in hand. But here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. We have, after printing this, we just kind of flop and groped around here for a little bit. We got a bounce from the Fibonacci golden pocket from the low to the high. We actually bounced from this Fibonacci golden pocket right here. And now as we speak, guys, we did get a little rejection up here. We are coming back down and we have some very key zones of support that we need to be aware of. Okay, some very key zones of support that we need to be aware of. Right now, this is kind of what I'm looking at. We have this very important green box right here. The golden pocket Fibonacci retracement from the low to the high and the 786. If we are going to hold this box, guys, then I believe we could see Bitcoin actually bottom out here, because what we have is a nice little rounded bottom going on. We put in the actual bottom with the uneven butt cheek pattern, right? We saw the bullish divergences on those, not every time frame, but on some time frames as we came down to here. We put in a high, we put in a higher low, we put in now a higher high. This to me is the make it or break it level. If we don't hold this level here, then we still have a very nice zone of support just below us, okay? This 21.7 to 21.8 zone. These to me are the two make it or break it areas, okay? Now, this morning in the Casper Crew VIP Discord, we did take a long trade. We were able to hop into this long trade this morning from 22K, all right? So that's pretty much right where we're at right now. We've basically come back down to pretty much retest that 22K zone just now, okay? 21,980, right? So we're pretty much right there, right at the entry of the trade where we got in. I'm actually still in that trade. Stop loss is a little bit lower than that because I know that this is key support coming right back to where we're at, okay? But we took this trade in the Casper Crew, hit a TP1 during the live stream this morning, very, very juicy, but we are well aware of the fact that although we are looking for longs here, we are well aware of the fact that, what are we well aware of the fact of? Hang on one second, guys. There's something up with my computer. I don't want this to die. I don't want this laptop to die here. What the heck is going on? Whoa. Looks like I have no power, guys. Looks like I have no power. This happens a lot. We're well aware that this could really be the high. The other setup that we gave in the Casper Crew, this could be the high. And that's the trade that I'm currently in right now. And while I am holding this short trade, I'm going to go see if I blew a fuse. And if I did, well, I'm going to fix that. So guys, make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure... Fix my crop area? Oh crap, yeah. Okay, this is a strange stream, guys. This really is. All right, there we go. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Watch the trade. Make sure I don't get liquidated. All right, we are back. Thank you guys so much. And make sure, while you're here, to drop a like and subscribe. Our goal is to reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Can it be done? Nobody knows for certain. But we're going to try, that's for sure. So Bitcoin is, in fact, guys, holding this key zone of support. All right. And if we are going to hold this zone right here, I do believe that we are going to see the price of Bitcoin reach our next target at $22,300. And if we can reclaim $22,300, then I also believe that we are going to see a squeeze up to some much higher prices here. All right, we're going to see a squeeze up to some much higher prices. The reason we are bouncing from this level is because it is the Fibonacci golden pocket retest from the low to the high. So whenever we get a bounce, right, what we always want to be doing is we want to be pulling our fib. That should be the first instinct that we have as traders, is to pull out the fib. I pull the fib all the time. When I'm at the grocery store, when I'm at the bank, I pull the fib all the time. People look at me strangely. They're like, Jason, are you really walking around with a pulled fib? The answer is yes. And why am I doing such a thing? It's because look at this. This morning, we could have gotten into a long trade from the zone between the golden pocket and the 786, and then right now we are currently getting a bounce from, once again, that zone between the golden pocket and the 786. So let's take a look right now at the order book, because we want to see what is happening in real time. What are the traders doing? What is currently moving this market? Wow. Okay, so as we can see, we've had a pretty big move to the downside. This move to the downside has pretty much been fueled by traders closing out of their positions, right? It's been pretty much fueled by traders closing out of their positions. Let's see if we can refresh this to make it look a little bit nicer. as you can see right here, this big move down under VWAP is pretty much a long squeeze. We've had some longs basically getting absolutely wrecked. We've had a few shorts opening, and so right now we need to be paying very close attention to this VWAP, because if we can reclaim the VWAP, we could probably get another move to the upside. What we want to start to see right now, if we are going to get continued movement to the upside, what we really want to see is we want to start seeing some kind of absorption of shorts coming in. If we see some kind of absorption of shorts coming in, then it is very, very possible that we could get that move to the upside, okay? A bigger move to the upside. All right. Now, S&P 500, guys, not looking too bullish, to be honest with you. We also did today get more movement to the downside. I mean, this is the 1 minute time frame. If we take a look at the 24 minute, we got a pretty big move to the upside, and currently speaking, the S&P 500 is dumping quite low. And in fact, wow, would you look at this candle? This is actually the craziest purple candle I've ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness, wow. Wow. Okay, so this is bearish, man. This is really bearish. The S&P did get a bullish move this morning. We came out, we took all the previous lows, got a big move to the upside, and then what happened was we got a chickens drinking water from that high. What is a chickens drinking water? It's basically where you have a previous high, right? Which we did have. We had this white line, the previous high, and then we took out the liquidity and got to move back down. We actually did that twice in a row. And it's not looking too bullish right now, as well as the dollar, guys. The dollar is kind of just accumulating here, consolidating, but in general, it's looking pretty strong. The 1 hour money flow is getting thicker. And that trigger wave is currently printing right now on the dollar. So, if the Bitcoin is going to lose this trend line, that could be pretty dang bearish, guys. That could be pretty dang bearish. All right, so Machu Picchu says, I think 600 to 700 would be tested. Shout out to Dave Brumble, not financial. Let's go, uneven butt cheeks. Did I see the new prints in VGX? I did not. I did not see that. I did not. My audio has gone weird. All right. Shout out to Sammy Ben Sadak in the chat. My sound. Is my sound fixed, guys? Let me know if the sound is fixed. All right, let's check it out here, guys. Let's check this out. We know we're at a golden pocket of support. We know that this is a zone of support. Let's see if we get some kind of a bounce from here. I'm very, very neutral on the price right now. Have I read the whole Bible at least once, Daniel? Of course, I've read it more than once. In fact, last year, me and my friend did a little challenge where we read it in 30 days. We read it in 30 days. I recommend it, and I also don't recommend it, guys. Why don't I use the heat map? I'm not a fan of a heat map. Shout out to Shoaib. Shout out to you, bro. Powell went through the cheese grater again today. I know, it's crazy. He says we're going down, but we'll reach all-time high by the end of the year. Yeah, that could very well be. That could very well be. Make sure to smash up the like, guys. Let's discuss, like, what are the scenarios I'm looking at? Because right now, obviously, I'm looking for a scalp at this level here. Well, I'm already long from here from earlier today, right? And then also down here, I'm looking for another long. If we get a big dip down here today during this stream, we could be printing some pretty big bullish divergences right there. In fact, I need to set some alerts just to make sure that I don't miss an opportunity, right? Let's set some alerts. Let's set an alert right here for that 786. Okay, we've already got alerts. I'm just going to set a few. All right, I'm going to set a few. let's discuss what the potential scenarios are right here. Now, scenario number one for Bitcoin is that we are absolutely going to hold support. That is scenario number one. I know nobody's accepting that right now. Everybody's super bearish. I'm the most bullish YouTuber out here, which means I'm either a total idiot, which maybe, or maybe I'm right. But if we hold support, then what are we looking at? Of course, we know what is support. Support is defined for me as this zone right here. And we're currently kind of in this zone between 21.7, 21.6, and 21.8. This is support. If we hold this support, in my opinion, there's one of two things going to happen. Either number one, we are going to put in a lower high and print a head and shoulders pattern, where we're going to put in a lower high at basically the value area high of this range. And this is very important because when we're looking at any asset, most of the time, most assets are going to be ranging sideways with a clearly defined high and a clearly defined low. And what we're looking at right here, this is a volume profile. And this is basically showing us where did the market basically consider Bitcoin to be a fair price most of the time. And so the market has priced Bitcoin at fair value between the price of 22.2 and 24.2. What that means is whenever we come below this fair value zone, we can expect to move back up into it. Whenever we come above, we can expect to move back down into it, right? So right now we're below, and we are starting to see some signs of some bullish divergence. So that's why I've been expecting to move back into it. And if we hold this support, we can see right here that we have a very nice zone of resistance where we have the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement confluence with the area where Bitcoin will be considered overvalued. And so if the top is already in, if the dreaded Sam Bankman-Fried pattern, which we did print as we put in that high, momentum waves, money flow getting lower, just like our good friend Sam Bankman-Fried with his chest, the left side bigger than the right side. If this actually is a top signal, well then we could still get a move up, but we would probably reject from the high of this range, and this would actually give us a head and shoulders pattern, right? This would give us a head and shoulders pattern, which would actually be a very juicy head and shoulders pattern, because when most people are looking at head and shoulders, what do? They short the breakdown of the head and shoulder, which is kind of stupid in my opinion, because the only smart stop loss to have if you're shorting way down here is above the last swing high, right? So what if it's a fake out, right? What if it's a fake out? Or what if we short here when we break the neckline and then we just take out these lows and then come right back up, right? That's kind of a bad risk to reward ratio in my opinion. And so what's a better setup is to wait and say, okay, we're getting moved to the upside. Let's look at where the resistance is. Where would this head and shoulder pattern form? And then we can take a short trade like from right here. And even if we get a fake out of the head and shoulders pattern, it's still a really, really good trade setup, right? Where we're basically just taking a short from the top of the sideways range, looking to take profits at the bottom of the sideways range, right? So that is one scenario that could very well happen here if we hold support. The second scenario that could happen if we hold the support is that we print the August pattern, right? The August pattern is something that we've been looking at for quite some time, where basically we put in a triple top, right? When we go back and we look at what Bitcoin did the last time it came to the top of this very large range back in August, we basically put in three highs, three consecutive higher highs before getting the move back down to the low of the range, right? And so right now, as long as we hold the support, this is a potential to put in another higher high. Now we understand a few things. Once we put in this higher high, we have to be aware that, first of all, we are smacking right dab into the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement that exists right up here. Okay, now the 618 Fibonacci, as we all know, my high school crush, the 618 Fibonacci level, I didn't realize that I was in the friend zone when I went to ask her out on a date. So guess what? She rejected me. She gave me the hand, she gave me the face, she gave me the eyes, she gave me the nose, she gave me the hair follicles, she gave me the pixelated eyebrows, and it was absolutely devastating. But I want you to take a look at this whole scene here and notice what's happening down here, okay? 618, she had a friend who was also a really cool, hot cheerleader who was doing some kind of handstand at the time. And when I looked over, right after she said no, I'm like, 618, will you date me? She's like, no. I looked over to the side, and this is what I saw, and this image was forever burned into my mind. A dreaded upside-down, uneven butt-cheek pattern. And that is exactly what we are poising to print if we do get this next August pattern, right? I mean, we would be printing a very bearish divergence on the daily time frame if we manage to make our way back up there, right? I mean, just look at that kind of crazy direction that we would be seeing here, right? That would be absolutely crazy, all right? So these are some scenarios that could play out if we do hold support right here, which is why I don't think it's irresponsible to be looking for long trades at this area. Now, if we lose support, if we lose the green box, then what? That means we have officially now changed market structure on a higher term time frame, right? Because the way that we determine what the macro trend is by zooming out on like the daily. And if price is making higher highs and higher lows, we know we're in an uptrend, right? So price has been making a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, and now potentially making a higher low. But if we lose that, now look, we're making a lower low on the daily time frame, which now means officially we're in a downtrend, which means any rise we can look to short, right? Just like what happened here, right? As soon as we took out this last low, right, we put in another lower low, and then we could pretty much short every rise. And even right here, although this was an anomaly, we could even look at this as one macro lower high, and then an even other lower high. Boom, right? So we would have to shift our mindset now into looking for those short trades, unfortunately. And here's the truth of the matter. I do believe that we are at the bottom of the cycle, the Bitcoin cycle, meaning I'm looking to accumulate Bitcoin even if we're going to drop much lower, right? Here are some of the supports that we have on the way down. First of all, we have the 19.2 level, very important, because remember how we're talking about fair value zones? We have this fair value zone right here. Well, we have a massive fair value zone right here, and we have a Fibonacci golden pocket retracement coming in right down here at the low of the value area where Bitcoin will be considered underpriced. Okay, so that's going to be a key support. And then, of course, we have this previous range down here, which is going to be acting as key support. Now, if we lose both of these levels, I'm looking to put in a new low. But the reason why I'm not too concerned about that, at least in the macro, is because if we take a look at what has happened historically during these Bitcoin bear markets, right? Let's actually take a look at this is, what is this? ByBit? We don't want ByBit. Oh no, we don't want ByBit. We want Bitstamp. Let's take a look at what's happened historically during these bear markets, right? We have seen that we always bottom out. The green line represents the halving, the Bitcoin halving. The white line represents the period of time when there's 360 days before the halving. So right around this time, every single cycle, we get some kind of crazy range with some kind of crazy volatility, some kind of crazy pump and dump operation before the actual bull market begins, right? So if we just take a look at where we're at right now, we can see, look, we're at that same fib level that we always bottom out on. The market cipher on the monthly is giving us the bottom signal, which means even if we do get a massive drop, it's still, at least in my opinion, and look, everyone has their own opinion. This is not financial advice, right? I recognize, and we should all recognize, that we are taking a risk by investing in any asset, right? We are always taking a risk by investing in any asset. And I know the arguments as to why Bitcoin doesn't have another bull market, right? It's because the world economy is falling apart. There's wars. There's rumors of wars, pestilence, earthquakes in diverse places. The world is falling apart, and people aren't going to be caring about Bitcoin when they can't afford anything else, right? That's the argument as to why there's no bull cycle in the future, right? Bitcoin's existed in a massive macro global bull run since 2010. Right after the 2008 recession, QE begins, Bitcoin's invented, and all this printing money just goes right into Bitcoin. But no more. I know. Right? That's why it's a risk that I'm taking. Right? If you can't handle it, then don't be investing. But I know, historically speaking, this is the place where I want to be accumulating Bitcoin so that when that next bull run comes, we can really take advantage of being the people that bought down here when everybody was saying, but the war, and but this, and but that, but the Fed, but this, right? And then in hindsight, everyone's gonna be like, oh, it was so obvious. It was so obvious that the bottom was in back then, right? That's how it always is. So that's what I'm looking at right now. Let's check out what is happening with Bitcoin. Okay, so we are finding support at this Fibonacci golden pocket a little bit here. Nothing too crazy to write home about. Really, the 786 looks much juicier to me. So let's see if we get a move to the 786. But you know, I would really like to come and take out all the lows here. That's my prestige ideal setup, right? That's my ideal setup. Shout out to everybody in the chat, guys. Make sure to like the stream. We got about 1,000 people in here, only about 300 likes. Yes, this is all paper money, guys. This is all paper money. This is just paper money. Aliens. Oh, right, I forgot. Yeah, the world's ending. We got aliens. The chart might dump. All right, let's take a look at the chart here. Flapjack music. Let's take a look at the order flow chart. What is happening? Oh, wow. Shorts are opening up here, guys. Shorts are opening up like crazy. Not really. We have about 800,000 shorts opening up at this low here. And it might work out for them. Like, here's the thing. Sometimes when you short the bottom, it does work out. But in general, when you short the bottom, it doesn't work out. So I do want to make a public service announcement, guys, to listen to what your grandfather told you when you told him you were getting into trading, right? He looked you straight in the face. And you were a little bit concerned to, you were a little bit worried when you told your grandfather you were going to become a trader, right? Because you thought that he was going to, looks like my ByBit account just logged out here, right? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird how that happens sometimes? You thought your grandfather was going to shoot you down, right? Because you tried to become a musician, it didn't work out, you dropped out of high school, you didn't go to college. You were trying to just, you were living in your mom's garage, and you're like, Grandpa, I'm going to become a trader. And he looked you straight in the eye. And he said, son, let me tell you a thing or two about trading. He pulled his spectacles down and gave you that grandpa look. Son, let me tell you a thing about trading. Wait a second, that's not how he sounds. Son, let me tell you a thing or two about investing. It's so dang easy. I've been doing it since past the Great Depression. All you got to do is buy low and sell high. And it's that simple, right? And so what happens is when we all get into trading, we're all tempted to buy high and sell low. And it works the first time, right? The first time, the market is going to give you that FOMO trade for free, right? It's like a drug dealer, right? The first time is free. The first time you're going to double, triple your account in a week just to get you hooked. But every single time you take a FOMO trade after that, you're going to get wrecked. You're going to triple your account, and then slowly your account is going to be drained to zero, right? So please, we don't want to be buying high and selling low. Okay, so we're getting moved down to the golden pocket. Let's see here. I'll bet you we can get a scalp from the golden from the 786. Let's see if we can't get a scalp from that 786 right here. Let's see if we don't get a bounce from this level right here. If we manage to come down to it. I'll bet you we could get a bounce from here. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Well, maybe we're not going to get down there just yet. I bet you we could get a little bounce from there. I do have to say, guys, right now, just looking at market Cipher B on the 1 minute, it does not look very bullish to me, right? This looks pretty dang not so bullish in the moment. Let's check out our 6 minute market Cipher B. Man, I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, fellas and gals, that the money flow looks kind of bullish, but this definitely doesn't look so dang bullish to me here. Now, here is one thing that I know. We actually do have another level, I think, right in the middle here. Let's check this out. Polar fit from here to here. No, we're actually underneath that 786 there. Actually underneath that. All right, well, we are at a support. Things are not looking too bullish, guys. Things are honestly not looking too bullish. Let's see if we don't get something like this, like some kind of CDW quick right here for a potential scalperoni. Let's check out the 1 minute. All right, now I've got my iPad right here. I need my iPad on, because I want to make sure that I've got the order flow chart pulled up as well here. We've got shorts opening up, guys. We do have shorts opening up here as we approach a potential key level of support. And in my opinion, we're going to lose the level, guys. I do think we're actually going to lose the level. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bounce from here and then come down even lower. It's not looking too bullish for me, to be honest with you. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's come back here. Let's go to a trend reversal chart just to assess the situation. Wow, yeah, see, we've got some shorts coming in down here. We've got the daily low right down here as well. Man, Bitcoin is not looking too bullish, guys. It actually makes me quite sad. It makes me quite sad, I do have to say. It makes me a little bit sad. I was hoping for a big pump from some of these zones today. That's what I was looking for. Now, you know what is interesting is that the USDT pair. Let's check out the USDT pair. It may have. The USDT pair may have bounced from that 786. Let's check it. Nope, did not. Did it? Let's check. Let's check. No, it did not. Did not bounce from that 786. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. You guys are amazing. May God bless you all. Weekly divergence is playing out. Are you talking about the weekly bull div or a weekly bear div, my friend? Make sure to like the stream, guys. We got about 1,200 people in here. Bitcoin makes Jesus cry, says Greg. You know what? It may. It actually may. I don't know. You know? I don't know. I don't know how the Lord feels about digital blockchain currencies. I mean, they're definitely leading to the enslavement of humanity, so that's a negative. That's definitely a negative. But, you know, in the meantime, they could be used for some good, right? Money flow on the 4-hour lost to div, says Jesse Ray. Dang. Yeah, things are definitely not looking as bullish as they were. Bitcoin's trying to fight. We are at a zone of support. Let's see. Maybe I'm looking to potentially maybe just grab some liquidity from down here for a move up. Or if we don't do that, I would be looking to even get a little bit lower. Let's kind of wait and see what happens here. We got to wait and see, guys. We're in a very, very intense situation right now. Wow. Okay. We've got longs coming in right here, which is giving us a slightly... A lot of shorts have closed out. Okay, shorts have closed out, and we've got some longs coming in. All right. Maybe we'll hold this. Maybe we'll hold this. Bitcoin is giving a fight right now. We got about 2 million longs coming in right here. 2 million longs are coming in right here, as can be seen on this chart, right? We got about 1 million right here, 1 million right here. Let's put on the 8-minute time frame. You can see more clearly here. 2 million longs actually opening up right here. Let's get it so you can see. 2.1 million longs coming in right here. We had a lot of shorts opening below VWAP. Let's see if we squeeze them. Can we squeeze them? Let's see. I honestly let's check out what the S&P is doing. Okay, so the S&P right now is potentially taking out its low, getting a CDW right here with let's go down to the 1-minute time frame. Yeah. Interesting. So long term, even if we get a huge move to the downside, I am still going to be bullish on Bitcoin. But, you know, I have no issue holding the swing short all the way down here. And I do have take profits set all the way down to the low, right? I have take profits set below 15K. I actually have take profits set down to the 886 fib level. And I will be looking to compound this, especially if... Well, there's two ways I would compound this now. Number one, if we get the head and shoulder and we're seeing bearish divergences, I would look to compound it down. I would basically add everything I've taken. I've already taken out half the trade here. I would look to add it back in. And then I would also look to add into it, especially if we take out the low and then we put in a lower high. And then I would add to the trade right up here and ride that thing down. You know, ride that down. So we still have about 2.2 million longs coming in right here. Let's see how it goes. By the way, shout out to our sponsors, Carl from the Moon. We have a movie coming out very soon.
Hello, I would like to get a Big Mac meal.
Coming to theaters near you very soon, guys, in theaters and IMAX as well. So get stoked on that. And yes, so here's what I'm kind of looking at, guys. Let's see if, I mean, right now, a very juicy potential move for me would be to come grab this, get a little move to the upside, and then come down, grab this, and then get another move to the upside, which could potentially lead to either, it could lead to either a big pump or just a nothing pump, right? It could lead to a big pump because we are at support, right? We can't lose sight of the fact that we're at support. It actually is kind of shocking to me that everybody is so bearish, and maybe it's just my naivety, right? It could be my own naivety, but we have bullish divs on the 4 hour, we have bullish divs on the 1 hour, and we are coming down to what is very, very key support. And interestingly enough, we have to admit that Bitcoin has held very well, right? The S&P taking a massive dump, the dollar getting a massive pump, Bitcoin holding support, right? Bitcoin just holding support here. So yeah, we have a 4 hour bullish div confirmed right here. I think we're primed for some kind of a little surprise here, guys. Some kind of a surprise squeeze, right? A surprise squeeze. So let's see. All right, let's see how this goes here. Let's check out the order flow chart. Now we have 2.2 million longs that didn't listen to their grandfathers. Wait, no, they did listen to their grandfather. All right, you got to give the longs here credit for longing low, right? They did long low, so you got to give them credit. 2.2 million, giving us a somewhat of a bearish looking divergence right here. Let's see if we can liquidate them. Let's see if we can't liquidate these. 3-minute bull div. Yeah, I know we're starting to get some bull divs on lower time frames. If we hold this 4-hour bear div, we could creep up. Yes, I know. Shout out to Lauren, Alessa Collis. I think DXY goes up to around 106.2 and then dumps and we mega pump. That's an interesting theory, Lauren. Let's check that out, actually. So the dollar, she thinks it goes up to 106.2. What is at 106.2, Lauren, out of curiosity here? Is it just this order block? No, it's not that order block. What's it? 106.2. Well, hey, if we do that, that would be kind of nice. I mean, the dollar does look... The only thing that really discourages me is that the dollar is looking very, very bullish on higher term time frames. It's looking very bullish on higher term time frames. Like, look at the daily. This is discouraging. It's like very bullish. I mean, that money flow is about to cross, and we all know how powerful money flow crosses are. They're super powerful. Look at the purple money flow cross on the dollar. It gives us a massive dump, and all these highs want to get absolutely squeezed. If we come up higher, I think we're coming at least to 107, 108, because all these highs are very disgusting looking, right? They're just liquidity begging to get squeezed out. And as we speak right now, the dollar is getting a little move up, and let's check out the corn here. Getting another little move to the downside. So let's see. I would look for a potential move here. I would most definitely be looking for a potential move down here. And if not, well, I'm just gonna have to hold my short trades and unfortunately, we'll just have to stay aboard. We'll be the musicians on the Titanic as it's sinking, guys. Whoa, whoa! Do you hear what I hear? Do you hear what I hear, guys? You hear what I hear? I hear a song that historically has been known and scientifically proven to pump the Bitcoin price. Let's see if it works. I don't know if it's gonna this time, guys. Let's kind of wait and see, right? Because it could. Let's see what happens here as the song plays. We have to give it some time too, because you know how the song works, right? It doesn't always have the effect right away. It doesn't always have the effect right away. It's the 12-minute. Let's go to the 6-minute. Let's go to the 3-minute. Oof, that money flow looks sad on the 3-minute, guys. It looks kind of sad. Man. That money flow on the 3-minute is looking sad, guys, man. And this is a bearish looking kind of thing here. Man, look at that. That is looking a little bit sad here. But because the song is playing, the price is actually being held up right here by the song. The price is being held up by the song. And you know, another reason why we're actually being held up here is because look at this. It's the Fibonacci Golden Pocket Retracement. Shout out to Space Lord Mother Effer. He says, "Is that the first Bugatti you ever choked your chicken in?" No, it's a Maserati. I've never been in a Bugatti. See, look at that, guys. Even in the most bearish scenarios, these 618s are acting as key support right here. Right? Look at that. And the pump song helping us out here at the Fibonacci Golden Pocket Retracement very locally. Right? Would you look at that, guys? Would you look at that? I just got a text from somebody who's trying to buy my grandmother's house. That's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Kevin Barker says, "We gonna dump. Are the delta blocks the only indicator used for identifying limits and liquidity?" Yes, Brian. I don't use Bookmap. I don't use any of that other stuff. I only use Coinalyze, and I use man, look at this bearish divergence right here. This is looking kind of bearish, but we are coming down to supports, but nonetheless, this is bearish. Yeah, that's all I really use, and the reason is because I don't like the other stuff. It's too much for me. It's too much. Actually, look at this right here. Some bullish CBD. Hang on, is that real or am I imagining? Am I imagining things? What the heck? Am I imagining? It looks a little bullish on the 1 minute here. Man, the money flow though on the 1 minute, oof, it's not looking so good, man. Looks like this short trade might end up, if we dump from here, we might see us really come down quite a bit from here. We've got longs trying right here, guys. We've got some longs trying. Look at this. 1 million, about 2 million, 3 million longs opening up here. 3 million longs. They're trying to push it. Now, we had a lot of shorts that opened up. Those shorts have closed. People are flopping. There's a lot of flop and grope going on right here, guys. There's a lot of flop and grope going on right here. So let's see. Is this it, guys? I mean, when we zoom out, we are in the box. We're literally in the box, right? We're in the box. The box that... it's our support box. This is our support box. Support box number 1, numero uno. Are we going to pump from this box? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Maybe we will. Alright, let's get back on some different tunes, guys. Let's get some different tunes back on here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. If we get 1,000 likes, we'll do another giveaway. So if everyone likes the video right now, we can do a giveaway, but we have to do it in the next 10 minutes. We have to get a giveaway in the next 10 minutes. Let's see if we can't. Shout out to Royal Fresh in the chat. Bulls and Bears are nervous. Yeah, people are nervous, guys. XRP is in short city. Shout out to Frank DS. Is there support at 28,000? You mean resistance? There could be. There could be. Is that a blue candle of hope? It's a blue candle of hope, guys. The Rocky music, I can't do it anymore because of the copyright infringements that I was getting, and my channel was getting destroyed because of it. Kevin Baker sees a cup forming. Yep, I see that as well. What's the setting of my market cipher indicator? It's the stock settings, guys. It's the stock settings, but I just changed the color. So you come over to the gear icon, click it, and just change the colors. That's it. Other than that, it's the exact same. The exact same. So when I look just objectively at this chart, there are bearish and bullish things. I would say, let's talk about bullish things right now. We made a higher high locally. We made a higher low and a higher high. Money flow on the 24-minute is curving to the upside. We're getting bullish momentum waves printing here. We did not actually confirm a 24-minute bearish divergence like we thought we were going to earlier this morning. We're coming down to retest the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 zone. And we have this nice curvature right here. Shout out to Machuano, who says, notice you peeping Harry. Oh yeah, Harry Mack. Man, that guy, I love that guy. Harry Mack, He's a freestyle rapper on YouTube, and he's amazing. Can't believe this guy. Cannot believe his skill. It's crazy. Is Crypto Face in chat? Shout out to the Upturned Irish. Jason, how to get that free VIP month after ByBit. It's not a free VIP month. It's a free month of the Crypto Fusion trading bot. Yep. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with being bullish at this point. Shout out to all right, no spamming in the chat, guys. No adult dating in this chat, all right? This is a family friendly. So, Parms heard information about 1 billion USD worth of Bitcoin transferred to Coinbase. It could be like, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff here. I don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. I just trade the charts. Not saying that is totally worthless. I'm just saying for me, it's just too much noise. It's just too much noise. All right, so what is going on here? We've got nothing too much happening, to be honest with you guys. We don't have a lot of volume coming in. We need to make some kind of a decisive move. So if we're going to get a move to the upside, and we're not going to take the lows, I mean, this is a box. It's very similar. It's very, very similar to the setup we gave this morning in the Casper Crew VIP live stream. We gave this setup because locally we were coming down to the Golden Pocket 786, and we said if we're going to get a bounce, it's going to be from here, right? If we're going to bounce, it's going to be from here. We gave this live during the VIP live stream this morning, and it actually turned out pretty well. But obviously that trade is now out. But that was the move from right here this morning when we got the first initial big pump to the upside, which happened from down here, and then we got the retracement. And yeah, when did that happen? No, that we came down here. Okay, yeah, so we actually got into the trade from right here, right? And we rode that second half of it up. Right here, we caught this purple wick this morning during the live stream, and the way we did it is basically by doing exactly what we're doing now, but on the lower term time frame, right? We came from the low to the high, and we had our Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 retracement, and we were saying if we're going to bounce, it's going to be from right here, and that's exactly where we bounced from, because as you can see from that wick that we put in, we continued up from there, and we put in another 1%, which for a scalp trade is excellent, right? For scalp trading, that is excellent. All right, so we are getting a move up right here. Let's check out the order flow chart. What is happening? Shorts are closing, longs are opening right now. So this is the zone. If we're going to get a move up, would be from this zone. Things we need to be aware of are going to be obviously the local 618 Fibonacci. Let's do some local TA right here, right now to assess this pump. We're going to do some pump assessing. Let's assess the pump, okay? Let's assess the pump. Let's, yeah, we're on a low time frame already. We could say that we are kind of trading in this very lower term time frame range right here. And yeah, looks like we are now above value area low endpoint of control. So the next target for this move to the upside is going to be none other than the Fibonacci 618. Okay, the Fibonacci 618, 22,118. The Fibonacci 618. That's going to be the target. This is the target right here. We're going to hit our target. Have you ever been in such a confusing environment before? How long have you been into crypto? Do you own any car? Which one? Do I own any cars? I own a Dodge. No, they don't call them Dodges anymore. A Ram. I own a Ram truck. And I own a tractor. I'm a homesteader. I'm not into cars. You know, I was never into cars. As long as they drive from point A to point B, that's all I care. I will never own a nice car. The nicest car I was ever in was Carl's car when we drove to McDonald's in his Maserati. I know people say, Jason, it's not a Maserati, it's a Lamborghini. But I know it's a Maserati, okay? But that was a good time. Alright, let's see. Bitcoin getting its pump on right now. We're going to hit our target. We might hit our target. Let's put on our VWAP, okay? Because we do have to be aware that we have VWAP above us as well. So target number 1, I should say, is right here. And once we reclaim that, we are going straight to this zone right here. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. And when I say baby, you know, I don't mean a literal baby. But Bitcoin is kind of my baby. All right, here we go. We're going to come up to our first target. Okay, here we go, baby. Target number 1. Let's go. White line, target number 1, 22,052. Watch this. We're going to come right up to 22,052. Here we go, 22,052. That's our next target. We're going to come right up into the circle. Let's go, Bitcoin. Come on, we got this. This could be the beginning of something great, guys. This could be the beginning of something great. All right, let's check out what the S&P is doing. S&P did get a CDW of the low. Uneven butt cheeks on the 1 minute. The dollar still kind of pumping, guys. Still pumping, right? Nothing too crazy bearish on the dollar. Coinalyze, wow. Look at that, man. That bullish divergence was totally invalidated on that one. But here we go. That's why bearish divs as support, you should never short. Even if you see a bearish div as support, it doesn't mean it's a good short. Only bearish divs at resistance are good, and bullish divs at support are good. Alright, we're going to hit our next target. I can feel it in my bones, guys. I can feel it in my bones. Mark Cipher B right now. Looking very juicy on the 1 minute. The money flow is about to cross to the upside. I think we're going to get one of these quick wicks up to the VWAP. You know? Your boy could be totally wrong here. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Let's see. We're getting that curvature right here. Right? You see that curvature? And actually, here is something we do have to keep in mind, which is this. I mean, I like what I'm seeing here. I do like what I'm seeing. The fact that we're starting to see things turn up even on these lower time frames is giving me hope, guys. It's giving me hope. As you can see, we are below VWAP, and we have had shorts open up just up here. We've got some shorts opening up here. Let's go down to an even lower time frame to assess the situation. Okay, so on a lower, yeah, okay, so this is still, yeah, that's actually still kind of bearish. That's still kind of bearish. Wow, would you look at that? Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, but we have our target. Our target up here at 22,043. That's our target, right? 22,052. We want it to be right on the VWAP. That's what we want. We want that VWAP target. Let's see here. That's interesting. Why is the VWAP different in that system? All right. So if we can come above VWAP, that will actually be a very strong move in my opinion. Let's see what can happen here. Let's see what can happen. What was my long entry? Well, I longed the golden pocket this morning. I longed from down in here. This was the golden pocket this morning. So my long entry is somewhere like literally like right where we're at right now. It's my long entry. My exact entry is $21,940, which I guess is like literally where we came down to here, right? Stop loss underneath these lows. We'll take a loss if it gets stopped out, and we'll look to re-enter. U.S. government will sell 40,000 Bitcoins. Looks like we're getting absorption. Yes, I do see that. What does it mean to come above the VWAP? It doesn't take a college course to answer, man. The VWAP is just a white line on the chart, my friend. It's just a white line on the chart. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. If we get a move down, it's just a volume weighted average price, man. So like this white line I have on my chart here, that's the VWAP. It's just a moving average, right? And you can see it's a very nice zone of support and resistance dynamic, right? Pretty much for the day. If it's a ranging day, it will act as either resistance or support. So resistance all day, support all day, resistance all day, and then support not all day. So that's why if we claim that right now, it's an important level to claim. All right, let's see what happens here. Yes, we are seeing some absorption here, guys. We are absolutely now seeing some absorption from this high, right? I saw, right? I do want to pump pretty bad from here. But look at this. If we get absorption, if we get another big move to the downside, there are zones of support below us that we can be looking for. But let's wait and see what happens here. Because I am hoping for a move up. Money flow just crossed on the 1 minute. Money flow crossed on the 1 minute. 12 minute looking kind of juicy here. 24 minute also looking kind of juicy. I think we can do it, guys. I think Bitcoin can do it. Block Gambit. I'm stuck in a sold position from 20 and 69. Should I exit now or wait? I don't know. I can't answer. You know what I would say is the only thing I could say about it, right, is that you need to always have a plan going into a trade. And if you find yourself in a trade with no plan, I recommend just cut your losses and go back to the drawing board. That's what I recommend. If you're in a trade with no plan, you're setting yourself up for failure. A basic VWAP description. It's just a white line. It's the average price mixed with volume, right? So it's taking volume and a moving average and putting that into one line. And it's a really good support and resistance. You know, I honestly don't even know exactly what it is. And honestly, I don't care at all what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't care at all. You know why I don't care? That's my personality, right? I remember when I was a musician, all my friends who never made it as musicians, guess what they did? They went to school for music to learn all this crap about how to play music. And they knew all this stuff, right? Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here writing music, playing music, getting signed, going on tour, actually being a musician. Meanwhile, they're in college and they don't ever end up becoming musicians. But they know all their music theory. So it's the same with this crap. I don't care what this is. I just know how to use it, and it works as a good zone of support and resistance. And all you have to do to get one is, well, you could go to Exo charts, and it just is there for you if you click this button called VWAP, right? And it will just come on your chart automatically. Or in TradingView, you can search in indicators for VWAP, or Market Cipher SR also contains a VWAP as well. And it's just a standard VWAP. So VWAP, and let's see, VWAP right here by Debugged. That's one, I think, a good one. Let's put that one on. Yeah, VWAP by Debugged. That'll give it to you right there, you know. I have a custom VWAP here that has the weekly VWAP and all this kind of stuff. Are these guys pulling my chain? Who's pulling my chain? The Mt. Gox lawsuit, that could be bearish, honestly. If Mt. Gox comes out and gives people Bitcoin back, and like people had like 800 Bitcoin, that could be bad, man. Because like if you had, let's say you had like 400 Bitcoin from like 2012 that was lost in the Mt. Gox hack. Now you're getting that back. That could be crazy. I don't know how this works. I don't know how this works. Are they going to get Bitcoin? I don't know. What is going to happen with that? I don't know. All right, what is happening here? All right, so yeah, look at this. Bear div, Bitcoin chopping around, chopping and flopping. Chopping and flopping. Let's see if we get any kind of confirmation here. Chopping and flopping. I think we can hit VWAP. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat, actually. Let's take a poll. Can we hit VWAP? Make sure to like the stream, guys. This is absolutely crazy. We have 1,300 people in here and 600 likes. I'll bet you if everyone likes the stream right now, we could get to our 1,000 like goal. And if everyone subscribes, I'll bet you we could get to 100,000 subscribers during this stream. Man, if we get 100,000 subs during the stream, I will give away $5,000. That's how excited I will be. I'll give away all the profits from my my short trade. If we get 100,000 subscribers, that would be so crazy. All right, are we gonna hit VWAP? Yeah, we have a big week ahead, says Cozy Babe. We have CPI. We have CPI. We have FOMC coming up in the next few weeks. It's going to be a very volatile. Lots of live streams going on for sure. Lots of live streams going on for sure. On EXO, we did not hit VWAP unless my EXO is glitching here, which it very well may be. But I don't think we hit VWAP yet. Let's refresh and see if we did. I mean, if you're on like if you're using a Delta cluster chart, maybe the Delta cluster is hitting to VWAP, but I don't think the actual price hit into VWAP, right? The Delta cluster hit into VWAP, but that's not the actual price. If we zoom in here, we can see that it wasn't the actual candle that hit, right? I keep the open, high, close, low candles on my chart next to the Delta clusters, and the cluster hit, but the actual price did not. All right, let's check out the poll here, guys. Shout out to Space Lord Mother Effer, by the way, for the super chat. Appreciate you. All right, 66% say yes. All right, 66% say yes. Dump is coming. Be prepared. Dump is coming. Be prepared. I'm prepared, my friend. I am so prepared for a dump. Shout out to Southpaw. God bless you, bro. Shout out to Side of Clouds. Shout out to Heisenberg. Friday NFP data will be released. Volatility to the max. We're going to fill that CME gap. Are you talking about the one at 19,500, my friend? Where's my stop loss from this morning stream? Well, Dylan, this morning stream, I was already long from the golden pocket before the stream, right? So I'm not necessarily in that exact position, right? I'm not necessarily in this exact position. But the one, if I had taken this exact trade from the morning, I would have been stopped out. I would have been stopped out by now, right? Because I would have moved my stop loss to the entry, right? I did take this trade from a different account, but the long I'm currently in right now is not this one, right? It's not this one. Because I had longed from lower when we came down to the Fibonacci golden pocket before the stream. I think we can hit that VWAP. Yeah, I agree that OSC EXT says the most surprising outcome right now would be a pump. Vivek VJ lost his stop loss at McDonald's. Diamond pattern on the 5 minute. Shout out to Sammy Ben Sadak. Are you Israeli, bro? By any chance? How do you find the VIP streams? You go to patreon.com/Jason Casper to join the Casper crew, the most thriving trading community of the bear market. And, I mean, I actually don't know this for certain, but of all the trading communities I know of, we do provide the most value, right? We're the only group I know that gives 3 VIP live streams every day for every market open. So whatever time zone you're in, if you're staying up late, if you're waking up early, you've got expert traders streaming live, giving the trade setups, going through the price action. You've got us posting our setups in there, giving our TA. Plus, I think that we're the friendliest Discord, right? Of course I'm biased, but when you go in there, it's a real chill vibe, friendly, family vibe. Right? It's not some kind of weird environment. Oh, you're French. Okay, interesting. Nah, we don't give signals, guys. We don't give signals in the group. That's the thing. We're not a signals group. We're a technical analysis group. You know what I'm saying? DXY is dumping. Who are the sons of God in the Hebrew text? Who do you think they are, Arthur? Who do you think they are? What are we waiting for? Alright, let's take a look at some other assets here, guys, while we're waiting for Bitcoin to do something. Let's set some alerts here. I do want an alert to go off right here if we dump back down toward this. I also want an alert to go off if we put in a new high. And let's take a look at some other assets here. Let's take a look at Gala, everyone's favorite coin to take a look at. Wow, Gala is dumping. Let's go to the daily. Okay. Wow, look at this. I haven't traded Gala. I know a lot of people have. Oh, wow. Okay, so we are coming down to the golden pocket. Wow, look at that. Looks like a really nice level of support, to be honest with you. The only thing I don't like about this level of support is the fact that we have a very, very smooth move down. Right? We have a very, very, very smooth move down from here. Let's go to our weekly. Yeah, I mean, obviously we could hold support here. We obviously could hold support here, guys, but man, that could be a smooth move down. That could be a crazy smooth move down. Let's check out what the volume is like right here. It could be a real smooth move down. Let's put on our 786. I honestly prefer the 786 as a support, because at least the 786 has a real high volume node and some kind of a daily order block right there. Right, we've got a daily level right here. We've got a daily level right here. We've got the 786. We've got a high volume node. This is a support I would actually prefer. Right here. Because the reason why is because we pretty much have a low volume gap right in here. It's very low volume right here. And look at this. Smooth move up, smooth move down. I mean, yes, we have a golden pocket, but there's no other confluences there. And let's go down to our 4 hour. I mean, we do have bullish divergences. I don't really like the level, to be honest with you. Like, it's a golden pocket. It looks juicy because it's a golden pocket, but man, I would really prefer that lower level. It looks really nice. Because you know, if we want to be picky with our trades, this is the level. So I would be looking for a bounce from this zone down here on Gala, but here's one caveat to that, right? Let's say that we actually start to range here and do something like this, right? Where we put in a high and we take out these highs here, and then we get a rejection. Then I would say let's look to long a retest, right? I would wait for some kind of sign of strength here. And for me, a sign of strength would be change market structure locally and then long the retest. Right? That way we don't have to catch the falling knife. We can wait for some kind of sign of strength. What is a sign of strength? In my opinion, it's putting in a higher high locally. That's the first sign of any kind of uptrend. And then we can wait for a retest. Right? Wait for some kind of a retest. Right? So let's kind of see what would happen here. I mean, we've got a man, so we have the old range on Gala right up here. We've got this old range up here. Let's just pull all the price action. Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, so we're below the value area low locally. We have a very smooth move down below. We rejected from a local 618 and the value area low. Yeah, let's see if we can do something like this, right? Let's see if we can't come back into the value area, put in a higher high, get a rejection from the 618, and then get a retest from here. That to me would be a little bit better of a move than just longing down here, in my opinion. Of course, I don't really trade Gala, so I can't really. I'm not like familiar with how it really moves, but this is like my two thought processes right now of like either waiting for a retest or waiting for lower, because we have a very nice support resistance flip down here at the 786 at like 2.566 cents. You know, that's kind of where my mind is at right now with it. Matic and VRA are similar, like what ADA did this morning, and I was too scared to buy. I don't know what ADA did this morning. 1 minute money flow will never cross on Bitcoin. Most alts are probably waiting for Bitcoin to make some kind of a move. Yeah, for sure. Let's check out let's check out the ES. ES is actually showing on the 1 minute. It's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad here. Let's see what the Bitcoin can do. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at for Gala, man. And like, if we just go straight to Pump City from here, then I would look to short. I would look to short basically this area right up here. The golden pocket value area high zone, right? That'd be real juicy. I mean, that would be super juicy in my opinion. Let's pull this range back to where it was before the breakdown. Just kind of get this upper range here. Yeah. Yeah. I would look if we just pump from here, my next trade I would look for would be a short from up in this area. The 5.16 cent zone. What is a support resistance flip? A support resistance flip is basically like the way support and resistance works is like it's like a house, right? So it's like a house, okay? We can look at prices having different levels, like a house has different floors, right? So basically we can see very clearly right here that what we had a floor for a very long time, right? We had a floor for a very long time, and then we dipped below the floor, and when we came back up to the floor, look at what happened. Price had to like mess around for a little bit, right? That's called the support resistance flip. It used to be support all this time, and then when we come up to it again, we get some kind of a little resistance from it before the breakout, right? And another example of a support resistance flip would be something like this, okay? Look at this. This is actually kind of crazy, but this happens all the time. We put in this low back here in July, right? Then we lose the low. What happens when we back test the low? To the exact dang dollar, we wick up to it and reject. We back test it again, what happens? Rejection, right? That now becomes a support resistance flip, right? A support resistance flip. Now watch this. It's our support back in July. It's our resistance in October. It's our resistance in November. And then when we finally come back up to it again, look, it's acting as our resistance. And then look, when we break out, it starts to act as our support. And then it acts as our support again. And then it acts as our support again, right? And then we lose it. And so that's a support resistance flip. So when we see things like that, we should be saying, all right, if price comes back here, there's a good chance something's going to happen, right? We're going to go down to that next floor of the house, right? What used to be the floor is now the ceiling, right? This was the floor, it becomes the ceiling, and then it comes back into the floor. So this down here was the floor, and then it was the ceiling, so we can expect if we come back down, it's going to act as the floor. And then we see other things here, like we pull our fib from the low to the high. And we're like, oh man, look, it's not only the support resistance flip, but it's a 786. And then we're like, oh snap, it's not only the 786, but it's like a daily order block. Now we're building confluence. We're saying we have three things that are pointing out this zone. Three things. It's also a high volume node, right? So we could say, if I want to take a trade, I would want to take it from this level because it's the 786, it's the daily order block, it's the high volume node, and it's the support resistance flip. So we have three things pointing on one level as opposed to this golden pocket. Yeah, it's a golden pocket. Yeah, you could say it's a support resistance flip as well. I could see like resistance here, support. But because of this crazy move that we had right here, it's like could be a vacuum to the downside, right? And so because of that, we would say, all right, let's approach this with a little bit more caution here, and let's wait for some kind of local sign of strength, maybe like put in another higher high. Like if we are going to get a reversal here, we'll have some time to get in, right? We'll probably have some time to get in. Like if we take a look at what happened down here at the low, Gala, we had absolutely no chance to get in. Would you look at that? Absolutely zero chance to get in from this bottom. None. Wow, yeah, that's depressing. And that happens as well, right? That happens as well. And then you just gotta wait for the next setup, right? Don't get beat up about it. Don't cry over spilt milk. You know, milk can spilt, but it won't make you a quilt. At least that's what my grandfather used to tell me. We have spammers in here. All right, no, we can't spam the chat, guys. Optimism, Divine Hood. What is the ticker? Shout out to Pim Poles, man. I'm ready for tomorrow, bro. I'm ready for tomorrow. Can we check Phantom? Yeah, let's check. You know what? I do want to check YFI. I want to check YFI. Let's check YFI. Real quick. Man, I used to trade this coin a lot back in the summer of 2020. I remember back in summer 2020. Look at this thing. Man, I took full advantage of this pump, guys, back in these days. I was longing the crap out of this on Binance futures too. This is back when Binance was allowed in the United States. Okay, so YFI looking pretty like crap, honestly. Like, we're in an accumulation, which is nice. So if you have any hope for this thing, we are in a very clearly defined range. We have come up to the top of the range, and we are coming back into the range. This is nice. We put in our low, we put in our high, we put in our higher low here. Let's see. Did we get a retest when we came down? Not really. Okay, so here's what I would be looking at with this thing. First of all, what is our key resistance right now? We had that daily order block. Let's check it out. This was our daily order block right here. Let's see if we hit into that. All these altcoins with these daily order blocks from May. Yeah, we hit right into that daily order block, and that's been our resistance. Okay. Alright, we need to look at a few things. First of all, let's pull the volume from this upper range. And let's mark out the value area low. This is going to be key resistance above us right now. 16,061 is key resistance. It's the value area low of the range. Also a support resistance flip. And let's pull some fibs. Let's pull a local fib from this high to the low. Okay. So look at this, guys. I would say next major zone of resistance is absolutely going to be this right here. It's the value area low of the old range. It's the Fibonacci golden pocket. And it's a very juicy support resistance flip coming in. So if we are going to continue up from here and hit that resistance, where would we look for a long? There's two major zones I would be looking. Now, what I don't like about this is the fact that we... this is a weak move up right here, right? This is weak because we couldn't even put in a higher high right here. So, with that being said, I would really approach this with caution. Alright, so there's a few zones of support that we could look at. Obviously, we have the golden pocket with a weekly order block right here with the high volume node. We have the 786. We have the... I have to say, the juiciest level that I see here is actually going to be to take out this low and bounce from this orange line at 47.48. That would actually be... This would be something I would be looking at, or even coming back down to grab all the liquidity, right? Either taking out these lows to bounce or taking out these lows to bounce. And I say that because it doesn't look like a nice low to me, right? This does not look like a nice bottom at all to me, because we didn't get a bullish div here when we put in that first low, right? No bullish div. Okay, I take it back. We have a slight bullish div on the daily. Okay, slight bullish div on the daily. But then we were unable to actually change structure. So I would just be looking to come back down to the bottom of the range here, right? I'd be looking to come back down to the bottom of the range to like look for another move back up to the top of the range, right? We've got our range high, our range low, our range high, our range low, range high. Let's look back down to the range low, and the juiciest zone we could be looking would be a liquidity grab from these lows into the weekly order blocks that we've got going on. Right, Bitcoin doing a little bit. How do you find a daily order block? Okay, so the way you do it is basically you just look at the candles, right? Just look at the candles, and what you want to do is you want to find where is there an anomaly, basically, or where there are two colors next to each other that don't fit in, right? So a good example of that would be this right here. Okay, look at this. We're in an uptrend, right? And all of a sudden, you've got yourself a blue candle, a purple candle, and a blue candle, right? That's called an order block, and you can mark it out like this. Right where those two candle bodies meet, right where those two candle bodies meet, that's the juiciest level of it, right? Now, this was one here, right? This was one right here as well. But the very next day, price came back and tapped into it, right? So that doesn't count anymore. That doesn't count anymore. Right? Let's see. Now to the upside, we have one right here. Now also, the very next day, price came and tapped into it, right? You see that? Price came and tapped into it and rejected from it. So this one doesn't count anymore either. It can still count as a daily level of support and resistance, but no longer as an order block. And we have one right down here as well, right? That's basically all you're going to be looking for. Right now, if the higher the time frame, the juicier they are. So this one's on the weekly time frame. We got these ones on the weekly, right? That's how you're going to mark them out. We got this one on the weekly as well, right? That's how you're going to mark them out. What's the corn doing, guys? Let's check out our Bitcoin, our beloved Bitcoin. Not very much. Let's see if we can get some likes up in here. We almost have 1,000 likes. Shout out to BitBoy Sucks. I don't know if you're allowed to talk like this, my friend. Yeah, we're gonna have to ban you for that, bro. Sorry. Yeah, we can check out Matic. Let's check out Matic. Alright, shout out to Cozy Babe. You need a wrench? Alright, we'll give you a wrench. We'll give you a wrench. You can ban people. Let's check out the ES. ES still getting moved to the upside. That's good for Bitcoin in my opinion. The dollar starting to get a move to the downside. That's good for Bitcoin in my opinion. Man, all this, I banned this guy and I still have him. I still have his chat on my screen. Yeah, let's check out APT. Let's check out APT. It's all the rage these days. All the young kids are into it. APT USDT. All right. Look at this. You know, look at this. I mean, I don't even know what to say about it, right? Let's mark out some zones of support and resistance. Man, this is a tough chart here because, I mean, well, okay, we can see in the past that these levels are respected. So look at this, right? We had a daily level right here that got a nice little bounce. Our next daily level isn't until down here. Oh man, you know, this is it's a tough chart, you know? It's a tough, I don't know, you know, I mean, we have a high volume node right in the middle of nowhere. There's like there's no good confluences for it. mean, I guess it could be a 786. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know. APT, I don't know how I would go about trading this. I don't think there's enough data. I'm sorry. Okay, so Bitcoin is crossing something. Let's check that out right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're getting a dump to the downside right here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, so Bitcoin is dumping to the downside. We need to keep our eyes on Bitcoin right now. Let's really keep our eyes on the Bitcoin, because a few things could happen here. We might have some opportunities on our hands. We don't know for certain yet. We don't know for certain yet. Let's be watching. Let's be watching. So what would we be looking for here? Well, first of all, we're looking to see, are we going to hold local support, right? So we should be watching to see, is Bitcoin looking to hold local support? Are we going to find local support at this local, how many times can I say local? She's local golden pocket Fibonacci 786. And if not, we would look down to this 786. And if not, we would look down to our lower levels. Let's check out the order flow. What's happening here? We got a pretty bearish CVD divergence. We got multiple drive of bearish CVD. Right, we could see here. Let's zoom in a little bit here. We could see that we'll check it out on Coinalyze. It's actually easier to see. So let's remove all these drawings on Coinalyze. Remove drawings. We'll go to the 5-minute time frame. 5 minutes. Yeah. So look at this. We can pretty much see that as price continues to fail to make higher highs, we are seeing CVD make higher highs, which is showing us that retail is longing, but they're actually unable to push the price to the upside. These are fresh longs coming in, unable to move the price to the upside. And so, yeah, that is actually a little bit bearish, to say the least. But what we would be looking at, what I would want to see for, I would want to see locally what's going to happen if we come down to the golden pocket locally, right? We've got our golden pocket right here. Right, what happens if we come down into the golden pocket locally? Looks like things are heating up, though. The music is definitely heating up with this juicy price action. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure to like the stream, by the way. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If we get 100,000 subscribers during the live stream, we will absolutely we will be giving away $5,000, y'all. 5,000. That's a pretty juicy prize there. And it's weird. My Market Cipher shirt is pretty see-through, guys. It's pretty see-through. Can we take a look at Solana? Yeah, we can take a look at Solana. Here we go, baby. Here comes the Bitcoin pump, though. Here comes the Bitcoin pump. Wow. 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 Look at the Bitcoin pump, baby. You guys were right. We're hitting the VWAP, our next target. We knew it. We all knew it. We're coming up to our target. Let's go, Bitcoin. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. That's what we're talking about. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's hit our targets. Let's hit our next target. Come on, Bitcoin. Oh, man. Oh, I've been waiting all day. And all night and all week for this. Pretty much all month. We've been waiting all month for this, guys. Bitcoin's been ranging. This is the big breakout. This is everything that all my titles and thumbnails for the past 2 weeks have been hoping for. You know what I'm saying? This is better than the time me and my friend Sato started gambling our money away and lost $10 million. This is better than the time Carl took me to McDonald's in his Maserati. Shout out to my man JP for bringing the interest rates up, giving us a little bit of volatility here as we're approaching the VWAP. Shout out to my man Da Vinci for being a Depends model before Bitcoin went to $60,000. Always having a plan in advance. Shout out to Dolores for working at the diner with her uneven butt cheeks. Here we go, baby. We're hitting the VWAP. Come on. We're about to smack right into that WAP. Smack right into the VWAP. Kabam! Come on, Bitcoin. Jason Casper needs a new pair of shoes. My old shoes they have holes. And they have covered with duct tape. And the soles are falling apart. I embarrassed my wife in public with them. She wants to buy me new shoes, but I just like the old ones, guys. This smells good. All right, we're getting to move up to the VWAP now. Come on, baby. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. We can do it. Look at that massive pump, guys. Very juicy. Very, very juicy. Oh yeah, we're pumping. We just smack dabs right into the VWAP. All right, here we go. Look at that, right into the VWAP. Right into the VWAP. Let's see what's happening on the order flow chart, guys. Wow, look at this. Not too many longs coming in, but I'm telling you, we could really start to squeeze up, and we'll hit our next target, the local value area high, and the golden pocket up here. If we reclaim this VWAP, looks like we're going to get a trigger wave printing on the 30-minute time frame. Very, very juicy. 24-minute time frame printing a green dot. Market Cipher B. Money flow coming to the upside. Getting a bounce from the green box of support. Okay. Getting a box from the green box of getting a bounce from the green box of support as we come up into VWAP. Let's see what's happening locally here, right? We got to pay very close attention because this could be a horrendous rejection, like the time that 6 Juanita rejected me. Whoa. Here we go. So let's watch and wait. Let's see what's happening. What is happening here? Do we see any kind of bearish divergences up here? You know, we got to kind of wait and see, right? We got to wait and see. Got to play the game of wait and see. All right, let's check out our Uno minute. Let's check out the ES, by the way. ES. Ah. Really, ES? ES rejecting from. All right, let's figure out what is happening with the ES. Where are we rejecting from? The golden pocket. The local golden pocket, guys. Man, oh man, with some bearish divs on the 1. Let's check out the 12. Alright, 12 is looking like we could have some hope here, guys. We took out the highs, now we took out the lows. Getting a nice CDW, but we're backtesting, coming to backtest the local range on the ES. The ES is the leading indicator for Bitcoin. Yep, we're backtesting that value area low. If ES can reclaim this value area low, that opens the door to come back up to these highs. That opens the door for Bitcoin to go to Pump City, but unfortunately, guys, looks like we are finding some resistance for the ES at this value area low, getting some kind of a rejection. Alright, it's not looking so great for your boy. Come on, Bitcoin. I have faith. I have faith in Bitcoin. I have faith in the local market structure shift. I have faith in the zone of support. I have faith in the CDW. Right? Bitcoin can only go up. It will never go down to zero. Bitcoin will never be below $40,000 again. Mark my words. Never be below 40K again. Yeah, we took the highs. Shout out to Jason Casper Sucks. He said, I don't know if you meant to say hoes instead of highs, but that's we took the highs, now we take out the hoes. That's funny, bro. Oh man. Shout out to Jason Casper Sucks, man. You are too funny. Why is the golden pocket so bad? Well, it's because she wouldn't go out with me. In high school, I was in the friend zone. I had a huge crush on her, huge. And she really broke my heart. Alright, so we're pumping up. We hit our VWAP. We knew it. You guys were right in the chat. Shout out to you in the chat. Shout out to y'all. Okay, now we're finding resistance at the VWAP. No surprise there. It's the VWAP. Shout out to everybody who's liked the stream. 24 more likes and we can get 26 more likes and we can get 1,000 likes. We're heading to 22.6. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, to be honest. Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. Are the chickens drinking water on Bitcoin? Yeah, absolutely. They could be. The chickens could absolutely be drinking water on Bitcoin. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Yeah, they could be. We do have some bearish divs. Right, we just took out this local high. Yeah, who knows? Support resistance flip. Dang, you know, this low volatility is really killing me. It's really killing me. How's the dollar? Dollar starting to pump. Oh, come on. ES, come on. I think ES has a little something, something, right? You look at that money flow. ES has a little something, something left in her. You know? I just want some kind of move. I want some follow through already. You know, I've been making 2 Bitcoin updates a day. Do you know how hard it is to make 2 updates a day during this? It's very hard, guys. And shout out to everyone who watches the videos and likes the videos. You know, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to provide lots of content on here, but when nothing's happening, it's a little difficult, you know? I miss these days. What happened to all these days? These days were fire. Alright, so Bitcoin is currently just at 22,030. Doing a little bit of nothing here. As we come up to the VWAP, we're getting a little bit of some purple candleage coming on. The purple candelage is coming out, drooping down. And we've got ourselves nothing too crazy here. I mean, I wouldn't consider this to be bearish or bullish right now. If we look at the higher term time frames, I do feel that there's room for upside here. And I was really thinking, guys, we were going to have some intense volatility today. I thought when New York opened, we were going to like really get something juicy. I thought we were going to take out this low. Right? New York is going to close in about an hour and 15 minutes, which is typically when there's lower volume, you know, stuff happens. Stuff happens. Shout out to XBit. God bless you, XBit. Shout out to Pimpoles. And thank you everyone for liking the stream. You guys are the best. Alright, side of clouds. Let's check out Matic. Yeah, let's check out Matic. And then let's see if we can get a Bitcoin pump during this stream tonight. That would be wild if we could do that. Let's check out Matic while we're waiting for the Bitcoin pump. Alright, so Matic. What do we have here? We have some old analysis. Hidden bullish div. Okay, so Matic is rejecting from... I don't know. We'll have to do some fresh analysis here. That's a weekly zone of resistance. Alright, so if Matic is going to bounce locally, it's going to be from the golden pocket value area high retest right here at $1. Right? That's local support for Matic at $1. If Matic is going to then drop, I would be looking down to this golden pocket here with the value area low around 75 cents. These would be the 2 major zones I would be looking at. Those both look very nice. Okay, this one is a support resistance flip as well. Support flips into resistance, into support. Unable to lose that support, so when we come back down here, we would obviously be looking for support. It's confluence with the golden pocket at around 75 cents. If we are going to put in a higher low and bounce, it's going to be from this right here. Support, resistance, flip, support into resistance, resistance, consolidation. Now it's a golden pocket and a value area high of the old range. It's a very, very juicy level. I would absolutely be looking for that right there. Timmy313 has been blazing the White Widow. Shout out to someone. God bless you, someone. Is Matic bearish? I'd say it's pretty neutral, right? I mean, it's pretty dang neutral. It's clearly ranging sideways, and I mean, in the medium term, yeah, maybe it's bearish because we're looking for a retracement here. We're looking for a retracement, but I do like this low that we put in right here, because we put in a low, and then we put in a lower low, and then we put in a higher low, and then, you know, we saw this nice curvature on market Cipher B. It just looks pretty nice and bottomy there. It looks like a nice bottom. How to participate in a giveaway? Well, if we do a giveaway, we give instructions here. Yeah, the $5,000 giveaway was for 100,000 subscribers. Do we have 100,000 subscribers? Do we have 100,000 subscribers? Let's check. I'm gonna check right now. I don't think so, guys. Looks like we don't. What a surprise. Very shocking. Nah, unfortunately, we don't have 100,000 subscribers, but someday we will. Someday we will. What do I think about the CVD on the daily? I don't know. I don't really use daily CVD CK because shout out to Panda Punch. What's going on, Panda Punch? God bless you all for the 1,000 likes. I really appreciate it. I really do. Okay, so let's check out Bitcoin once again. Oh my goodness, look at that rejection from VWAP. Cheese and crackers, man. Gee willikers. Gee willikers. Oh man. Well, yeah, okay, so you know, it happens, guys. Look at that crazy wick. It happens. All right, let's go to oof. Okay, I'll take it, guys. I will take that. You know, I'll take it. So we hit our target, right? We said we're hitting our target. We hit it, right? We hit it. So now we have to kind of watch and wait to see what happens here. If we come down here, we could be doing so with bullish divergences, or if we even take out the low, then we could even be doing that with bullish divergences as well. So it could be some good times coming up, guys. It could be some good times, right? And if we don't get our bounce, well, then we just stay in the short trade. We stay in the short trade that we gave in the Casper Crew VIP Discord. You know? It's a juicy one. And if you want to join the community, you can go to patreon.com/JasonCasper. It is a good community. I think so. And if you want to take advantage of 0% limit fees on ByBit, check out the link in the description. It's actually a good deal if you're trading on lower term time frames. And if you deposit $100, you get a month free of the Crypto Fusion trading bot. And if you want to learn how to trade and learn all the stuff that we're talking about here, check out the course at jasoncaspertrading.com. Link in the description. 20% discount if you use the coupon code Juicy Discount. And while I'm shilling everything, I do also have a discount code for Market Cipher. If you click my affiliate link and use the coupon code JuicyCheeks, if you want a 20% discount on Market Cipher. And if you don't like Market Cipher, well then hey, guess what? You don't have to buy it. Isn't that crazy? I know, it's crazy. $8.3 to 100K. Can do it in one candle with 100 leverage. Yeah. Down only, bro. Best case scenario is inverse head and shoulders on the higher time frames. Take profits 10.22. Took the short from VWAP. Nice. White Phoenix, Buoyant, and K-Pax are fire. That is so true, man. They are really amazing. It's such a blessing to have them in the community. Yeah, no shoes today, Edward. No shoes. I'm just wearing socks. That's all. Opinion about VeChain. You know, I've been bullish on it. I'm bullish on it fundamentally. I am surprised it didn't see more upside, right? Shout out to Golden Pocket. Bitcoin had a W3T. stream yesterday like Jake Paul. I don't know what that is, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so culturally out of the loop, guys. I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. I'm a total nerd. I'm a total loser, right? All I do is farm and read the Bible. What do I think of indicators finding daily order blocks? Oh, like Lux Algo? Yeah, I think they're great. You know, I mean, they could save you a lot of time for certain, right? They could save you a lot of time for certain here. Let's see who else we got. We might be able to check out Little Solana. Do I smoke weed? Do I smoke weed? What do you think? Do you think I smoke weed? Ask Golden Bodybuilding. Golden Bodybuilding. Well, Arnold Schwarzenegger was known to smoke a little weed here and there, right? And Pumping Iron, didn't he smoke a joint or something? What time do I go to sleep? I try to go to sleep between 8:30 and 9:30 p.m., my friend. You know, I try and go to sleep early. I try to wake up very early. I'm usually up between 4:30 and 5 in the morning. So, shout out to JB. Am I excited for Sabbath day, Jason Castro? Yeah, you know, I'm always excited for Shabbat. I'm always excited for it. I am. We need some volatility to come in, you know, just in general in these Bitcoin charts. Shout out to Max, who listens to the audio Bible when at work. That's the way to do it, man. Audio Bible, that is the way to do it, because you could really get a lot of Bible in there. You know, when I'm in the top of my game, right? The top of my, the way I do life, I have to get into a flow. I can't be I can't be a free flow schedule. I need such a tight schedule. So when I'm on the top of my game, I'm waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I pray, and then I hit the gym for like 30 minutes. Just do body weight exercise, push-ups, chin-ups, sit-ups, body weight squats, while I listen to the audio Bible. And when I start my mornings that way, man, I'm on top of my game. Everything else just falls into place. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Robert has a little puff of weed before working out. You know, let me tell you, I used to smoke a lot of weed back in the day, right? A lot of weed back in the day. And I was always into fitness, right? Even when I was a huge stoner, I was into fitness. But let me tell you something. It really is not conducive to me being fit, right? I don't know. Everyone has their own ways of being fit, right? For me, I'll tell you, like, I would think I would take a little puff and go to the gym. You know what I would do? I'd take a little puff, I'd go to the gym, the weights would feel heavier, and then the next thing you know, I'm cutting my workout early to go to Chipotle. So it didn't really work out so good for me. You know what I'm saying? And nothing I did on when I was high was ever really productive, right? I would always think it would be, right? I would always think it would be like, oh, if I just like smoke a little weed before this, it will make this activity better or more productive. Always did the opposite, right? It took me a long time to realize that. But I have not done that in a very long time now. And here's the thing. I don't even have anything against it, right? I don't have anything against it, just like I don't have anything against alcohol. I honestly don't have anything against any drug. If you want to do meth, be my guest. You know, that's none of my business, right? If you want to drink coffee, it's none of my business either, right? Just don't hurt anybody else with it. And also, it's just not for me, right? It's definitely not for me. I had a problem with it. It made my life much worse. So I'm happy I don't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But Brandon Keys always smokes before I tear the weights up and do all your cardio high. I'm also a national men's physique competitor. Works well. Hey man, exactly. Like whatever works for people. You know, it is what it is, man. And this is another thing. So, Michuana says eating after smoking weed is great. That's another thing. So, for me, man, I used to get the worst munchies, like so bad. Like I remember this one time. 'Cause here's the thing: I was a musician, so I was on tour a lot when I was most into my cannabis use, right? So, when you're on tour, you don't really have a lot of food around, right? I mean, if you're not at a restaurant, what do you have? Like a little something in the bus? Nothing really, right? So I would come home from tour for like 2 weeks or whatever, and there was nothing to do except smoke weed and eat. And I would get fat, man. I would get fat as heck. Even still trying to be fit, it just didn't work out for me, right? So that's my experience, man. My opinions on AI trading bots on ByBit. So here's the thing. I think they're gonna be a total game changer. I think trading bots are gonna totally change everything. But I don't think people are going to make them widely available. Like, if anyone has an AI trading bot, a machine learning algorithmic trading bot that's actually learning how to trade like a human would and make decisions based on data and statistics, they're not going to be sharing that with everybody. Hedge funds are probably going to use them for their own stuff, you know? And that's probably about it, you know? Am I Jewish or Christian? Well, it depends on how you define both of those things, I guess. But I do believe that Jesus is God. In the flesh. And that he's uncreated, eternally existing. So what does that make me? Yeah, bots are already a thing, right? But we're talking more about like machine learning algos, and I know they already exist, but once they get to a certain point, it is going to be a real game changer for people. And I know people who are even working on them, you know? Do I think ETH can overtake Bitcoin in market cap? Man, we've got even more bearish CVD forming here. Yeah, we've got even more bearish CVD coming up into that VWAP. Wow. Actually, do we? Dancing on the line there. Shout out to Mitchuana for the super chat. I have the utmost respect for you. Oh, thank you, bro. Well, I have the utmost respect for you as well. Was I religious of trial? No, not at all. Bus life is not a healthy life. Nothing but road food and garbage, no exercise. That's true. I do have to say, tour life was very tough on me, and I can't imagine, you know, my friends that continue to do it into their 30s. I don't know how they do it. I mean, a lot of them stopped doing it and ended up becoming more of the like the booking agent types, or doing something else in the industry, because yeah, it can really wear out on you. I'll tell you, it can wear out. But of course, like when I did it, I was younger, my band wasn't really too big, so you know, we had a lot of days. You know, I mean, it's not like we're rolling in the dough, right? So we're going to like Denny's and stuff for all you can eat pancakes. So I'm sure it's different if you're actually like making good money on it. I think the most money I actually ever made in a month in the band was like, I think like $700 in a month of touring, after everything was said and done, right? After all the gas, all the food, everything. I came home with like $700, and I thought I was living a good life. And you know what? At the time I was 19. I was 19. $700 a month. That was fine. Yeah. Jesus says we are all gods. You're talking about John 10, Robert. Does he say that? Does he say that? He's referring to Psalm 82. And he says, as is written in the law which cannot be broken, it says, I say ye are gods. Right? So that's a difficult passage to understand. But the question is, in Psalm 82, who is being addressed? Who is being addressed? I don't think all people are being addressed in Psalm 82, my friend. I don't think all people are being addressed in Psalm 82. Jesus is from Mexico, says Sauerkraut. That's funny. Fast Money Tech is a Buddhist. Interesting. What is my bias, Sergio Savi? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'm not gonna try and make a bias. I was bullish all this time. I want to lean bullish. The chart's looking bullish. I'm going to say that I am bullish unless we lose this 21.7 level, right? But we have not had much volatility here, and the longer we consolidate in this range, the less bullish I actually become, right? The less bullish I actually become here. So we're starting to get a move down again. I can't really talk about what band I was in, you know. How old am I? How old do I look? That's the question. That's the only question that truly matters here. Side of Cloud says we're all part of God. That's true. It's all about buy high and sell low, right? Have I ever gone from cover to cover on the Book of Enoch? Of course I have, my friend. Of course, of course. I enjoy it. It's a good read. It's a good read. I hold it in high regard. I hold the Book of Enoch in high regard. I look 26. That's good. That's nice. Shout out to Keith O.D. with the pantheistic view of God. You know, I disagree, but hey, we're all entitled to our own views here. Oh, this is a good question. I mean, no disrespect. Well, kind of. But what the F is up with all these Yankee Christian crypto YouTubers these days? You'd be mocked to death here in Europe. Well, you know what I think it is? I think that, well, first of all, Europe is like 30 years ahead of America as far as your rejection of God. But here's what I think it is. Crypto attracts people who hold to more traditional values of freedom because of what it was originally intended to be. And a lot of times, you know, that libertarian mindset is embraced by a lot of Bible believers, because the two worldviews do go kind of hand in hand, right? Because if we're, you know, if you're approaching it with the biblical worldview, if God is not physically here, king on the earth, and we have to have human forms of government, the idea that man is created in God's image, right? And we have intrinsic value because we are created in the image of God. That means we do have liberties as an image bearer of God that other people have no right to infringe upon, right? And so I think that's what attracts Christian types to crypto, to answer your question objectively. Because I've thought about that a lot as well, you know? You do meet a lot of crazy Bible thumpers like myself in crypto. And, yeah. You know, I do think that the biblical worldview is the only cohesive worldview that there is. So that's why I embrace it. What's my thoughts on Rosicrucianism? From as far as I've looked into it, I think it's a little bit mystical, a little too mystical for me. But my great grandfather was a Rosicrucian, interestingly enough. I don't think the absolute majority of Europe isn't religious. What I mean by that is, like, in general, like, as far as, like, the moving away from a traditional biblical worldview, Europe did that first, America's following. So we're about 30 years behind. What is my opinion about what the actual definition of crypto is in relation to what people are supposed to believe? Crypto is, well, I mean, so crypto is supposed to be peer-to-peer currency, right? So I can make a transaction with you, and we don't need a bank, and nobody else has to know. It's peer-to-peer. But what it's become is basically we put it in a bank called an exchange, and it's not really being used as a peer-to-peer currency. It's being used as, like, something that we use to make more fiat with. And if we are going to use it to make transactions, then we're paying taxes on it because we're converting it back into fiat and putting it through the traditional system. So, you know, it's not at all what it was supposed to be. And people won't use it that way because, unfortunately, I don't think enough people would understand how it could be used. I don't use it that way, right? Like, none of us do, right? Why am I in crypto? So I can make more fiat. That's the truth. Unfortunately, that's the truth, right? Jason Castro wants to know, why am I not KJV only? That's an interesting question. I'm not KJV only because the KJV only movement is a cult, man. I mean, there's nothing about the King James Version that makes it any more inspired than any other version, right? It's using the Masoretic text to translate the Old Testament, and we have the Masoretic text in Hebrew, so you're basically you're going off a translation, and there are errors in it, right? We know Hebrew better now than we did when the King James was translated. When it comes to the New Testament, you know, Erasmus, when he compiled Textus Receptus, he didn't even have all the Greek manuscripts that he wanted to have, right? So the end of the King James Version, the end of Revelation, is not even from the original Greek. It's from the Latin Vulgate that was translated back into Greek and then into English. And we also know more about Greek now than we did when the King James was translated, right? There are certain laws about Greek that we know now that we didn't know back then. And so I love the King James Version Bible. I do. It's the Bible I read the most if I'm going to read an English Bible. And the reason I like it is because it's very, very literal, right? It will translate the Hebrew into sloppy English for the sake of maintaining the literal meaning of what the Hebrew said. But, if you're going to say that the King James is like the only inspired word of God and that the other translations are trying to like deceive people, I mean, that's ridiculous, honestly. And it goes against all the evidence that we have, right? I mean, if the King James translators had access to the manuscripts that we have today, the King James would be very different. It would be very different. We have access to many, many more manuscripts today than we did back then. And the whole idea of the newer Bible translations taking verses out, right? That's because there's two different manuscript families, right? You got the Byzantine tradition, which is what the King James, what the Textus Receptus is based off. Then you have the eclectic texts and like the Alexandrian tradition, right? And so it's just basically what Greek tradition is being translated into English. And no one's trying to hide anything. If you read footnotes in any good study Bible, they'll tell you, look, some manuscript traditions have this, other manuscript traditions don't have this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm not King James only. I think everyone should learn, if you're going to study the Bible, you should learn the original languages to the best of your ability. And understand that any translation you're reading is a translation. You're never going to get, you know, the perfect translation into English. The LXX, man, Jay Smith, the LXX. Yeah, I'm all about studying the Septuagint as well. I think it's a great archaeological hit. All right, so Robert says, Constantine filtered many sacred books out of the Bible at the Nicene Council. Investigate the life of Constantine, and you'll understand why the other texts were not included. Well, I really have to disagree with you, man. I mean no disrespect, but we have to leave Constantine out of this, right? But when you get to the Council of Nicaea, you have to understand that the biblical canon was already accepted by the churches at the time. And the purpose of the Council of Nicaea was to basically hold to certain things that had already been accepted for years. We have writings of they call them church fathers. I know it sounds kind of culty, but you know, you could compile the entire New Testament, besides 11 verses, based only on the writings of the early followers of Yeshua, of Jesus, right? And so when we get to Constantine, he's not filtering anything out, right? He's just basically making a standard for what already existed. And we have the archaeological textual evidence to support this. And when you're talking about other gospels like the Gospel of Thomas, right? The New Testament apocryphal books that were discovered later, you have to understand there's a huge difference between the Gospel of Thomas and the Gospel of John, right? The Gospel of John, we have manuscripts that date back to literally the 1st century AD, like fragments of manuscripts that date back to the 1st century AD, within the lifetime of the disciples of Jesus, right? In fact, every New Testament book, we have found fragments that go back at least to the 2nd century AD, showing that these books existed within the lifetime of at least the disciples of the disciples, right? So we have archaeological evidence showing that these books were in existence back in those days. When you get to the Gospel of Thomas, we don't have any manuscripts showing up until like 400 AD, right? The Gospel of Mary, we don't have anything until even close to the Middle Ages. So there's no evidence to show that these books were originally there and then taken out, right? They were written later. They were written much later. And so we can't compare the two, right? We can't be comparing the Gospel of Mark with the Gospel of Thomas. Right? The Gospel of Thomas is not even, we don't even have any Greek manuscripts of that. So there's no evidence to show it was ever originally even written in Greek. So it's totally not on the same level. And the number of manuscripts as well. Like, what are there, like four manuscripts of the Gospel of Thomas? I forget which one it is, because I haven't looked into this in a while. But when you look at those New Testament apocryphal books, you've got like 4 manuscripts in like some random language. But then you look at the manuscripts that we have of the New Testament books, we've got tens of thousands of manuscripts and fragments of manuscripts. Tens of thousands. Right? So comparing those two classes of literature, they're in 2 totally different leagues. You can't compare them. You know what I'm saying? Auto Crypto says China has over 200 million devout Christians and growing fast. Religion is protected in China despite all the lies you hear from the West. I live there. America is more communist than China. You know, that's very interesting, Hodl Crypto. And you know what? I actually kind of I have no problem with that statement, because I'm pretty convinced that everything the American media says about China is like 100% propaganda. And I'm also convinced that everything China says about China is 100% propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Into the Cosmos says Jesus and God is not real. Into the Cosmos says God cannot be real. Well, hey man, I respect your view, bro. Like, you know, what else am I gonna say? Where can you learn more about the history of all this stuff? I mean, there's books that have been written on it. I mean, a lot. What's a good book? A good book that gets into the. I mean, you could read the F.F. Bruce book, How We Got the Canon. I'm pretty sure Evidence That Demands a Verdict goes into the history of the biblical text, the transmission of the text, how we got our Bible. Saint Jerome screwed up when he translated the Bible. Well, the Vulgate, Saint Jerome, yeah, he translated the Bible into Latin. And yeah, I don't see anything wrong with the Vulgate, to be honest. The Quran, I'm not into the Quran. You know, I don't hold to the Quran. I've read it. I've read the Quran. I've read multiple hadith as well. But yeah, I don't believe in the Quran. The Shroud of Turin. Yeah, that's an interesting road to go down. Hodl Crypto says in 7 years, China will have more Christians than the entire population of the U.S. Interesting. Have I ever read the George Lamza translation? I have not. Never even heard of it, Derek D, but I should maybe check it out. Do I have any opinion on ICT concepts? I don't really, but everyone I know who's into ICT says that ICT is the best. You know? So that's all I can say. What do I think of Moses and the burning bush? What do you mean? I don't know. Yeah, I missed the pump song too. We need to get some pumps going on in here, guys. We need to get some crazy pumps going on. I mean, what is Bitcoin even doing? Chopping around like we need to get some crazy pumps going on up in here. Okay, so Into the Cosmos can believe in a higher power at play, but Jesus is man-made fiction. All right, yeah, I respect that view into the cosmos more than somebody just making the claim that there is no God, because that's a pretty arrogant claim, especially since everything exists. But yeah, you know what? I totally get that view myself, and I held to that for a long time as well. That makes a lot of sense, right? That makes a lot of sense. Oh, okay, so it's from Aramaic. So is he translating the Peshitta into English? Is that what's going on there? All religions are made up to bring fear and control over people, says Ionko Petkov. I totally disagree with that, man. I mean, a biblical worldview, not only does it talk about the destruction of a tyrannical one-world government, which is literally the most control and fear that exists in the world right now, but also it gives every human being intrinsic value, and it sets up a system in which every individual has the opportunity to prosper, right? In fact, if you just look at history, wherever the biblical worldview spreads throughout the world, it brings prosperity and freedom and liberty. And wherever the biblical worldview does not exist, you'll see that there's a lot more bondage in that area, right? So I think the principles, whether or not the book itself is true, the principles there are valuable, very valuable to human society, right? The only reason we enjoy so much prosperity and freedom in Western culture is because it's based on a biblical worldview. Right, we are what's the word? Benefactors of a Christian worldview and a biblical morality and ethic, right? And as that is fading away from society, we are heading back into bondage, right? That's just how it goes. Yeah, shout out to everyone praying for some divine intervention on the 5-minute Bitcoin chart. Yeah. Conktown disagrees. He disagrees. That's all good. God bless you. Homage Pro, God bless you, man. Thanks for being in the stream, guys. Dr. Zakir Niak. I'll have to check him out. I've actually never heard of him. Ayahuasca is the road to enlightenment, says Shark Slayer. You know, I have a lot of thoughts about ayahuasca and DMT. I do. But I'm not going to share them. We got some juicy uneven butt cheeks. Yeah, but you know, they're not real uneven butt cheeks. You know why? Real uneven butt cheeks need price to make a lower low. So if we had taken out these lows, that would have been very juicy uneven cheeks. Bitcoin's chopping around, guys. So if we waxed biblical, you know, shout out to all the OGs who have been here literally from the beginning of my channel where we used to really wax biblical. Have I ever tried arm wrestling? Yeah, I used to arm wrestle a lot, man. And I have some crazy stories about it. CK believes that the morals in the Bible are good for people. Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that the morality in the Bible is good for people. Right? If a society does not have any objective moral standard, it will lead to the destruction of that society. Right? And right now our society is in a weird place because all the morality, the moral values that we have, we're borrowing from the Bible, right? Because that's what our society is founded on. But then at the same time, people reject the authority of the Bible. So it's a very weird place. That's why our society is crumbling right now, right? Because people are saying right and wrong exists, but at the same time, they're throwing away the standard of right and wrong, right? If you're going to take God out of the equation, there is no right and wrong, right? There is no right. There is no wrong. There's no good and there's no evil. So Stephen believes in a higher power, not sure if it's Jesus or some fourth dimensional being. Yeah, that's actually the view I held to for a long time as well. Do I have a half stack in my basement? No, I don't actually. I don't, unfortunately. Do I read the Torah? Well, the Torah is the Bible. The Torah is just the first 5 books of the Bible. So of course I read it, man. Are my thoughts about DMT good or bad? I don't know. I don't fully know. I don't fully know, but I would say this. I don't know anybody, myself included, who's ever had a DMT or some kind of crazy psychedelic experience. I can't say that either. I don't really want to talk about it right now. Maybe some other time I will. Maybe some other time I will. Any thoughts on the flying spaghetti monster? Well, I mean, if your flying spaghetti monster created everything and is all powerful, then I guess you're just replacing the word God with flying spaghetti monster. You know, I think that's a silly thing to talk about, right? What happened to Power Hour? Power Hour starts in about 30 minutes. How is the Torah the first 5 books of the Bible? It's the first 5 books of the Bible. I mean, that's what the Torah is. I mean, it's Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. That's what the Torah is. So, God is not needed for 2,000 years for good and evil. I just negated 2,000 years of philosophy. I mean, there has to be some kind of objective moral reality for good and evil to exist, right? Philosophy can just without that foundation, philosophy will lead you nowhere, right? That's why you have so many different views on things, right? What makes something evil? What makes something good? if there's no objective moral standard, if there's no objective moral lawgiver, there can't be good and there can't be evil. It's all subjective, right? You look through history and people had very different views of what is right and what is wrong. And, you know, it is interesting when you look at, I mean, you know, the most basic thing, like, if I smack you in the face right now, you would say that's wrong, right? But why? Why is it wrong, right? What if me smacking you in the face is just what I feel is right, you know? What do I think about Bitcoin? Oh, snap. Is this a Bitcoin podcast? Live stream? I think it could go up or it could go down, you know? Oh, speaking of that, man, I told you, I told you I think it could go up. I told you I think it could go up. What? Power hour begins, baby. Let's pump this Bitcoin price. I told you it could go up. Was I not right? I said it could go up or it could go down. Let's forget about the part I said it could go down. Do I watch Jay Dyer? I do, man. I do. What an interesting guy. I really enjoy his perspective on things as well. As an Orthodox Christian. All right, here we go, baby. Here we go, baby. Come on, Bitcoin, come on. Let's check out the order flow. What's happened here? Ooh, bearish divergence. Okay, all right. Let's push through. Let's push through. Come on, Bitcoin. We got this. We got this. Come on. Bearish divergence invalid. Power hour has begun. Jerome Powell coming out the gate, swinging hard. Lowering interest rates, lowering inflation. Inflation's down 25%, 25 beats per second, baby. Come on, Bitcoin, come on. Look at that, guys. Look at that. So, I mean, look at this. This is nice. We bottomed out. We bounced from the golden pocket. We bounced from the golden pocket. We bounced from the golden pocket. All right, now we're about to put in a higher high. Let's go. See, at the beginning of the stream, what did we say? We said VWAP and then right up to here. Oh, man. What a day, guys. What a day for Bitcoin. Sheesh. All right, here we go. Shout out to everyone who prayed for Bitcoin. How far did I typically place my stop loss to be on the golden pocket? Oh, I always put it under the 786, man. If I'm looking to long the golden pocket, I put my stop loss under the 786. Because, the 786 is the new golden pocket these days. You know, the 786 is the new golden pocket. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Bitcoin is pumping like crazy right now, guys. We're about to hit into the local 6 Juanita. Local 6 Juanita is our next zone of resistance, value area high. If we get above this, guys, I think this could be it, man. This could be everything that Jason Casper's been hoping for the past 2 weeks, making YouTube videos about the dang bullish divergences. You know, what a clown that guy, Jason Casper. Oh, we did have a bull div on a small time frame. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Have you ever seen a candle this bullish, guys? Have you ever seen a candle this bullish? Wow! We are above the VWAP, guys, coming up into the local 6 Juanita. And we don't have bear divs, not even on the Uno minute, guys. And let's check out our 4 hour. What do we see? Bullish divergences. Man, this could be it, guys. This could be it. Unfortunately, we didn't ever drop down to that level we were all waiting for, but this could be it. This could be it. How do you properly set a fib level? I mean, you just pull it. If you're looking for support, you pull it from the low to the high. If you're looking for resistance, you pull it from the high to the low. I mean, it really is that simple. All right, we're at the Fibonacci golden pocket, guys. Getting some resistance at the fib. Are we surprised to find resistance at resistance? We're not surprised. Look at this, right into the fib. Right into the fib slash value area high of the range. Boom. Look at that. Wow. Okay. As expected, guys. We can't expect anything less from 6 Juanita. We know that she's not going to go on a date with us. We know we're in the friend zone. But here's what we don't have, right? We don't have her cheerleader friend doing backflips. So let's check it out. No bearish divs here. No bearish divs here. No bearish divs here either. Right? Money flow crossing to the upside. I think we have another rocket ship launch up past the Van Allen radiation belts straight to the moon. Straight up Neil Armstrong pump right here. Boom. These are the Van Allen radiation belts right here at the value area high. And we got a few belts. We got the 786, we got the weekly VWAP. But then we're coming straight up to 22,353. That's the actual moon up there. That's the actual moon right up here. So when they say Bitcoin, when moon? 22,300 to 22,400. That's the exact moon target that we got on our chart right now. As we are harshly rejecting from the 620 to... we had a lot of shorts get squeezed on that move up. Let's check it out on the order flow. Look at this. We'll go to the 5-minute chart here. And we could see, wow, look at all the shorts that got absolutely squeezed on that move to the upside here. That is crazy. That is crazy. All right, I think we can blast past the 6 Juan. What do you guys think? Do you think we can blast past 6 Juan? Let me know. I don't know, actually. It's looking kind of not so great right now. But as long as we hold VWAP, I think it could be all right. Man, that is a harsh rejection. She definitely did not want to go out with us. Shout out to everybody in chat. Shout out to everybody who liked the stream, man. God bless you all. I'm really appreciative and honored to have you guys here. Thank you so much for spending the time. I really do appreciate that. Sitting through all the Bible talks and all that stuff. All right, let's go. We got to get through the Van Allen radiation belts, guys. You know? Maybe if we delete the 618, then Bitcoin can just get right through them with no issue. Dang. Well, you know what, guys? We just got to give her some time. We got to give her some time. That's all we got to do. That's all we got to do, guys. Yeah, that's right. So, Frito NYC says we approached her too fast. We're gonna ask her out again. We just need to gather up some courage, right? We hit both targets, guys. We hit both targets. We had 2 bullish targets from this low. It took us a long time and a lot of biblical conversations to get there, but we hit both of them, right? It's never a straight line, right? It's never a straight line. It's like anything in life. It's like anything in life. Now we're really starting to dump. Shout out to the AI. Let's check out the ES. All right, ES also getting a move to the upside here. I think ES could come up to the top of the range. I think ES could come up to the top. If ES comes to the top of the range, the corn also will get a move up. The corn will also get a move up, guys. So let's go, baby. Let's pump the corn straight up to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Yeah, let's squeeze these late shorts. They need to be punished. Here we go, baby. Here we go. No bearish CVD here. We don't got no bearish CVD anymore. Let's pump this Bitcoin. You know, I've been teasing the market maker the whole time with this short position. You know? I want him to liquidate me. Come on, market maker. Just liquidate me, bro. If you're even real. Shout out to the World of Zoe. What's going on, World of Zoe? Straight to 26K. Let's go straight to 26K. Would I long the next 6 Juanita on the 1 minute? I wouldn't, but I've been long all day. Like, I've literally been long all day. So we put in this bottom over the night, right? And basically, when we came down to this golden pocket earlier this morning, I've been long since here. Okay, I've been long since here. Stop loss below the lows, and I've just been kind of hodling that thing all day. I haven't even taken profits on it. I took a little bit of profit just to negate the fee. And if I get stopped out, I will take a loss on that trade and look to long lower. I'm also in multiple shorts, so, you know, it's a riskier long in the sense that I'm risking capital. Uh-oh. Do you guys hear this? I hear something. Do you guys hear something? I hear something. Do you guys hear something? Do you guys hear what I hear? Uh-oh. Alright, y'all. This song pumps the Bitcoin price every single time. And I didn't even decide to turn this on. It came on by itself. Go. Let's go! Alright, here we go. Come on, don't let me down, Bitcoin. Are we gonna dump or are we gonna pump? No, we're gonna pop. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pop. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pop. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pop. We're gonna dump. No, we're gonna pop. Pump the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. go. We're pumping it up. Circle pit, circle pit. Alright, here we go. It's working. We got some blue candles. Let's see. How's the CBD looking? I don't know. We're gonna drop. No one's gonna pop. We're gonna drop. No one's gonna pop. We're gonna drop. No one's gonna pop. Alright, Bitcoin, now's your time to shine. You've had low volatility all week, but now's your time to do what you came here to do. Straight to 100K, baby. 100,000 subscribers, 100,000 likes, $100,000 Bitcoin by the end of the stream. Let's go. Come on. Money flow about to curl up on the 3-minute, the 12-minute, bringing the juicy trigger wave. Reclaiming the VWAP. 6 Juanita. She used to reject us, but now she might go out with us. We started going to the gym. We got a better haircut. Let's see what happens. Here we go, baby. Here we go. The purple candle about to turn blue. We're gonna drop, no one's gonna pop. We're gonna drop, no one's gonna pop. We're gonna drop, no one's gonna pop. Drop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. We're gonna do it, no one's gonna pop. We're gonna do it, we're gonna drop, no one's gonna pop. Drop the Bitcoin, baby, let's go. Come on, Bitcoin, come on. Now, sometimes the pump song has a delayed effect, so to speak. Alright, okay, alright. Look, money flow, crossing. Let's see what happens here. I don't know. What's going to happen? Alright, here we go. Here we go. This time, maybe this one will pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Uh-oh, I just got a thought in my head, guys. Alright, I just thought of something. Hang on, before we play this music. Oh my goodness, the local 6 Juanita, the hometown 6 Juanita. After the big time 6 Juanita, celebrity 6 Juanita rejects us, the hometown 6 Juanita is doing us in. Man. Dang it, 6 Juanita. You always have a way to ruin the party. You always have a way to ruin the party. Man. Those dang hometown 6 Juanitas. Oh, man, guys. The pain and the anguish of this one. Wow. I thought we were going to pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. All right, let's check out the order flow chart. What's happening here? Shorts opening up, guys. Shorts are opening up. We got shorts opening up. You know what? I'll bet you that these shorts are about to get squeezed, man. I'll bet you they're about to get squeezed. What do you guys think? Are we going to squeeze the shorts? Let's take a poll in the chat. Are shorts about to get squeezed? We're gonna remove this poll, okay? And we're gonna ask a new one. Are shorts gonna get squeezed? Start a poll. Will shorts get squeezed? Will shorts get squeezed? We're gonna ask the community and see what you guys have to say. An M on the 1 minute. Yeah. We got an M. We got an M for 6 Juanita. Okay? But here's the thing. We have shorts coming in here. After a whole bunch of shorts have gotten squeezed, they're like, nah. They got stopped out. Now they're trying to short again. You know what I'm saying? Most of you guys say that they are going to get squeezed. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what's going on. Most of you guys say that they're going to get squeezed. So, let's sing the song then. We're gonna pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Alright, we're gonna pump this Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Alright, it sometimes takes some time. We're gonna pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. No, we're dumping, but let me see a blue candle. Oh no, are we dumping? I don't care, let me see a blue candle. Now, we're going straight to the moon. Now, we're going straight to the moon. Alright, here we go, let's pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let's pump this Bitcoin. We're going straight up to 100K. 100K. Let's pump this Bitcoin. We're going straight up to 100K. 100. We're gonna pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Pump the Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let me see a blue candle. Let me see this blue candle. Let me see the blue candle. Now we're going straight to the moon. We're going straight to the moon. Alright, here we go, baby. Here we go, we're pumping it. Alright, slow it down, slow it down. Slow it down. Let's pump this Bitcoin. We're going straight up to 100K. 100K. We're pumping Bitcoin. We're going straight up to 100K. Uh-oh, a purple candle. 100. Alright. So it sometimes has, as we know, an effect. Right? It doesn't. It doesn't always work right away, guys, but it does work. Right? And that's what's key. That's what's key. It doesn't always work right away, but it does work. So, I don't know. You know, we're just chilling out here. We have more shorts opening up. And technically, oh man, I mean, it's not looking so great, guys. But, I mean, technically, you know, we do have some slightly local bullish DVD. I mean, I'm grasping at straws here, guys. But, you know, look at this. Look at this, though. You have to admit the song did something, right? The song did something. Is this a bull flag? Oh, my goodness. Is that a bull flag? Oh, my goodness. Shout out to Lauren. Squeezing ricotta cheese out of the left uneven. Yeah, I know how it is. I know how it is. Oh, my goodness. All right, here we go, guys. We are starting to get a little pumperoni right here. Man, shout out to the sponsor of this show, Carl from the Moon, man. Thank you so much for taking me to McDonald's that one time in your Maserati, bro. That was That's what's up. All right, here we go. Come on. Money flow cross on the 1. The 12. Oh, come on. 12 minute. Don't do this to me. All right, so here's honestly what I'm thinking, guys, right? So this morning, we were looking at this. When I ended the stream, I said I was looking at this. We got that. If we lose this, there's still one hope for me, right? I'm still not going to lose my bullishness yet. All right? We sang the pump song. We sang the Bitcoin to 100K song. You know, it is what it is. All right, Jerome wants us to go a little deeper into the SPX charts. Let's take a look at ES. Oh, man, ES. Okay, so, oh, man. ES is finding resistance, guys, at the value area high. That's unfortunate. But here's what I like about the ES. Look at this, right? And look at this. CDW with bullish divergences. ES does look bullish to me. The DXY... we are getting some bear divs on DXY, right? Some bear divs. Nothing as good as we would want to see, honestly, but yeah. The devil says dumping, get ready. Well, I hope you're wrong, Satan. Where can you get the EXO templates that I have? You can get them in the advanced course. The advanced course at jasoncaspertrading.com. They're all there, desktop and browser templates. Here we go, baby. Power hour. Get ready for power hour. We're going straight up to 100K. There's a head and shoulders being formed on the 1 hour. Let's see. Let's see. Let's check out the 1 hour. I don't really see it unless you're talking about this massive head and shoulders. The massive head and shoulders, this one? Yeah, in this case, absolutely, right? Which is why, before we get to 100K, we need to be aware of this right here. This potential head and shoulder from right here, yeah. I think we're forming a head and shoulders platter. That's true. Shout out to Side of Clouds. That shampoo is slippery. That head and shoulder shampoo. I sounded like Lemmy from Motorhead. Interesting. Oh, a local. Huh. Let me... Oh, I see. I see. Wow. I see that. Man, the 1 hour, that's kind of a big time frame. But yeah, I see what you're saying here. I see what you're saying. Head and shoulder. Yeah, I see that. I see that. We do have a nice row of pig nips on the 1 hour, says the Honorable Mikey. I agree. Why don't I use the USDT dominance chart? I do, man. Shout out to Lane Hughes, by the way, who got me onto that. Yeah, I look at it. I know it does the exact opposite. Shout out to Maximilo Siri from Argentina. XRP will become dominant, says ESPN 2022. Maybe. Yes, Gala is at the golden pocket. That is correct. Gala is at the golden pocket. D25 thinks Asia will take the lows. Man, I hope not. I'm trying to sleep tonight. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, guys, because just like when I took the short from 25K, I stayed up all night, literally, to take this short. I didn't sleep. I'm probably not going to sleep tonight to take a long. you know? Because I am already in a long, but it's not the long I want to be in. I want to be in an inverse perpetual USD long. I'm right now in a USDT long. My swing trades I like to enter with the Bitcoin, not with the Tether. You know what I'm saying? That's a 3 falling peak pattern, but I hope we form a reversal pattern. That's funny, Lauren. That's a funny one. Is it Head and Shoulders bearish? Yes, it is. It is. It is bearish. All right, it's 4 o'clock, guys. Shout out to Divine Hood. Yeah, that's true. I mean, they are reversal patterns. So typically, right, we'd be looking for them. Like this larger head and shoulder is something I would definitely be aware of, like on the higher term time frame. All right, so this is the 1 minute chart, guys. Are we forming a bull flag? Are we going to dump? Are we going to pump? That is the question of the day. What level for a swing along am I looking at? Anywhere between 21.5 and 21.8, man. Why don't I do swings with Tether? Here's why I don't do swings with... I can do a swing with Tether. I've done them before by accident. Well, not by accident, but I've done them before. I just prefer to have my swing trade accounts be inverse perpetual. I like to stack my crypto. Because when I'm day trading and scalping, I'm trading in Tether. And I'm always withdrawing those profits anyway. But it's just my personal preference. I can't really give you a real answer for it. I don't know. What do you get if you buy the VIP Patreon? Well, you get 3 live streams a day. You get our trade setups, our plans, our levels, and you get a thriving community. You get games every month with multiple opportunities to win $500. And also, I think that's about it. All right. Let's go, baby. Let's pump this Bitcoin straight to 100K. Let's squeeze those shorts, man. They deserve to be squeezed. How much do I typically keep in a scalp account? 10 to 20K. That's about it. And by the way, it's all paper money. It's all paper money. So when I withdraw profits, hypothetically speaking, if I were going to do that, there's a few different ways. I mean, it depends. Are you putting it into actual Coinbase and then putting it into your bank account? In which case, you just send it to Coinbase. You can send it to a cold wallet, a hot wallet. You know, all your paper money. Shout out to Arthur, who recommends the Discord as potentially life-changing. What targets do I have for the current long? Well, if I'm honest with you, I do believe that this could be a significant low, and I would say 25K is my final target. Right? 25K is my final target. Are we going to get there? I have no idea. I'll have to say, like, objectively speaking, things are not really too strong looking, but we are at key support. We took the lows from over here with bullish divs on the 4 hour. We bounced from 1 golden pocket, 2 golden pockets, 3 golden pockets. So the truth is, if we're going to come up above, I mean, look, we have checkpoints along the way, right? Here's our checkpoints along the way. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's zoom out. Our checkpoints along the way are this, right? First of all, we need to reclaim the value area low of the old range. So we need to come above right now, 22.3. If we come above 22.3, our next checkpoint is 22.9. High volume node support resistance flip. If we come above that, our next checkpoint is going to be $24,000 value area high of the range. If we come above that, we're putting in a new high, right? These are the checkpoints along the way. Hypothetically speaking, what's the best way to dispose of a body? I mean, hypothetically speaking, I don't know. I don't think I can say it on YouTube. Michael Coe out here trying to inverse Michael Saylor strategy at remortgage the house and short at ultra high leverage. All right. Well, you know what? We're going to have to catch up tomorrow, guys, because I have to head out. But, man, it's been a good stream, you know. It's been low volatility, high volatility, biblical, unbiblical, metal, and all that stuff. Look, I know everyone has different religious views and all that. Some people unreligious, but I still do pray everybody watching, listening is very blessed in Jesus' name. And may the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. May He turn His face towards you and give you wholeness and peace in Jesus' name. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace, y'all.